17 and
Yoshi Lee.
We are the
Yoshi
H.i.Y.P.E.
We are the H.i.Y.P.E.
We are the H.i.Y.P.E. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your word is.
Put on my word.
All right, cool. Hold it just like that. Do you solemnly agree that we can ask you? Ooh, I messed up.
That's the first time I ever messed up.
That's that knot that just hit me.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Do you solemnly agree that we can post this across all of our social media platforms?
Yes.
Is there anything, and I do mean anything, that's off limits you don't want us to ask you about?
No, I think of.
Yeah. If we do ask you something that's off limits, do you understand that you can say no or move on or pass?
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
All right. I like that. Come on. I like that.
There is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem
It's
Bugg.
your girl, just came around.
And we got a special guest there to introduce themselves. So tell us where y'all originally from.
Our name is We Are the H.i.Y.P.E. and we based out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. What part?
Southside. Clayco.
Okay, where they lock you up.
In Clayco, where everybody's scared to go.
Okay,
And be scared. Stay your asses over there.
Alright, don't even come over there.
Because that's where the cops play.
Listen.
And that's where y'all don't play. So
Okay,
we don't understand where I'm at.
Period.
I was just curious. You Mexican?
That was a
I don't feel out.
very small-minded thing to say. Not Mexican. I am half Hispanic though, yes. But not Mexican. You could have asked, are you Hispanic?
So we gotta be broad to ask you.
No, but it's like there's a lot more than Mexican. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not giving Mexican. I'm too tall. You know what I'm saying? To be Mexican.
Oh, that's not small-minded though.
I mean, it is a little small-minded. The appropriate way moving forward is to ask, are you Hispanic? And then I'll answer, yes, I am half Hispanic. Actually, I'm half Puerto Rican.
What if he just thought you was from Mexico?
Don't do that. That's like me being like, what part of Africa are you from?
It
I
is.
got that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
but that's
Yeah.
cool though.
I don't get offended.
But you probably don't get offended. But I would
Yeah.
if a white girl come up to me talking about what part of Africa you from?
Okay.
You don't want me to ask you, but I know where you from,
It's
lady.
the person because I was working with this trash company. This African guy. He said, He said, what part of Africa you from? I said, bro, I'm from Alabama. But they say Africans can look at you and tell you what part of Africa you from.
Yeah.
But I didn't get offended because I know like when you really dark, like people think you from Africa. So I don't.
But no, I'm not Mexican. Shouts out to all my Mexican brothers and
We love
sisters,
y'all.
but I am not. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm Puerto Rican and black. Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing else small. Be correct.
Can I be the first thing somebody say, are you Mexican? And be like,
Where do you see a Mexican?
why? And not even that, but why I gotta be Mexican? Why couldn't I just be Hispanic?
You look Mexican.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I asked it.
I do not
She
look
does not.
Mexican. I could pull up
Several
several Mexicans in my phone that are 5 foot nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't talking about your
5'8".
height. I'm talking about your face. Like.
But height has a lot to do with that. It is. I get my height from my mother.
But most of the time, like too, when if another ethnicity or race, like they grow up in a different, like I remember this when I was in middle school. This teacher, she adopted somebody from like China or something, but he grew like way taller because he had the American diet. And she said, yeah, they don't usually get that tall, but if they had this diet, usually they get taller. So.
No, Mexicans are small.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans are small.
They still have
Mexicans
that
are
same
small.
diet like they have from their country. They eat like how they used to. So.
No, but yeah, Puerto Rican and black, shouty.
Like, don't call me no Mexican.
Okay, I'm like, shouts out to all my Mexican brothers and sisters. I do have them, my homies, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not. Couldn't tell you the first thing.
It's like if a woman thinks she's attractive and you say she look like somebody who's not attractive, they get offended.
Oh my God. You gonna make me fall out on this table.
I am on the table. Child.
That's for real. Like if you be like, oh man, you kind of look like Beyonce, then if you be like, you look kind of like Lizzo, they'll be like,
Oh, that is from one extreme to the next. I'll be appalled.
Okay.
Love
How did
Lizzo.
we even get there?
We love Lizzo.
First of all, love.
You don't go tell me that I look like BB and then you turn around and tell me I look like Lizzie.
That's like saying this is the ugliest episode I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How did we get there? It's like saying that. I don't know.
No, my best friend is Mexican. If you told her she looked like she was from Guatemala, she'd be like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like,
because they do look so different. Guatemalans are even smaller. They usually be, everything about them is different. So yeah, they'll get offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people be like, especially Hispanics try to be funny. You Dominican? You saying that because I'm brown? Because y'all see me light skin, but they eyes, it's the brown paper bag test. So now it's just like, you had to be Dominican to be that brown. And on your accent, you got that Caribbean accent, you had to be Dominican. You can't be brown and have that accent and not be Dominican.
So they just
Psych, your mom make booty shine, my mama black, my dad Puerto Rican. Psych,
There it is.
and I don't even sound Dominican when I speak Spanish.
Right.
It's straight Puerto Rican, like, straight Puerto Rican. Then you'll have like people from other Hispanic countries that are trying to correct me. No, you do sound Dominican. No, I don't. I perfected that Puerto Rican accent. They beat that in me. You ain't gonna tell me I sound like something else. Shouts out to my DR sisters and brothers too. Love them to death, but I'm not that. I take pride
with y'all.
I take pride in being a black girl. I take pride in being a Puerto Rican girl. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And you may not see it on me, but it's definitely in me.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you grow up both your parents? Both of them.
Yeah, I did. Not the same house, but I did.
Yeah, same.
And what's y'all relationship like with y'all dad? Are y'all close?
I'm really close to my dad. I grew up mostly with him.
Well, I got a pretty good relationship with my mama. I have two dads actually. One just passed away, so I'm just R.I.P. Norman. So I'm just dealing with that. But I'm pretty close to my parents otherwise. Yeah.
And what's some good game they give you about dealing with men?
It's funny, cause my pops never actually talked to me about that straightforward. Now that you say that,
Yeah,
that's interesting. My daddy never talked about that. Never did.
I wouldn't say they.
They never told you like keep your legs closed or.
Man, my mama would say
my mama
that,
would say
but my
something
pops
like
ain't
that.
never.
Yeah, my daddy ain't never said that like that.
It's funny you said that. It's interesting. Nope. He'll teach me how to deal with people like as I'm moving in the world. You know what I'm saying? My moral code. You know what I'm saying? Like what I should what I stand on and standing in that, and making the decisions that I make and being mindful of those things and dealing with certain individuals. But actually, he has never actually talked to me about these guys. And I'm gonna say something to him about that. Like look at you slipping on your pimping.
Okay.
Like,
Where's that parental guidance at, sir? Tell me something.
that's why we ain't married now.
Okay.
So let me ask you this thing. So my dad recently told me, don't put all my eggs in one basket with my man when it's like, it's apparent we locked in, like we get married, we know what we want to do. And he's like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Would you take that as your father telling you to be a hoe?
Oh. Okay. Oh, your daddy lit. Okay, no, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But I think what I would take from that is just don't just literally get too consumed in this. Always keep your mind open and your feelings available, your heart available in case this shit don't go the way you want it to go.
Exactly.
Always keep an open mind. That's what I take from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, he might be good and all, but keep that part
door open
in case some bullshit happen. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing wrong with thinking like that. That's almost like insurance for yourself. That's how I feel.
Something happen, you ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
Move on.
As opposed to you just thinking that this is just it. Nothing's worse than you just feel like this the end all be all and it don't be. You know what I'm saying? You never even thought about
what could happen past this.
You know what I'm saying?
If it don't work out.
Yeah. So yeah, I say the same thing. I live by that.
Girl.
That's probably how he wanted me to receive it too.
But she said, I'm finna go talk about it.
Okay. No, I said
stop.
I'm not doing none of that. I'm like, no, that's my man. This is where I'm at. All my eggs is in this basket.
No,
yeah.
But if you feel
secure like that, that's beautiful. Like you should bask in that. If you feel secure in that,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
A lot of people don't, and you do. So yeah. If you feel that way, like run with that shit. But if you also feel like there could be a tiny inclination, because it's forever now. It's for all your life.
5 ever.
You know what I'm saying? 5 ever. So I would just say, just pay attention to yourself.
I think my daddy and my stepmom put all their eggs in one basket, and they rocking. They 25 years strong. You know what I'm saying? Like I have wonderful examples of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's not out there, but when our parents do say that, when the old folks do say that, it's more so I think just trying to look out. That's all. But I don't think he's trying to make you feel no type of way. Yeah, no, because you know what you got. You know that. You know
better than obviously anybody else.
Big purr.
So,
okay,
big purr.
I don't think he should say that to a female. Maybe he should have said financially don't find a hustle. But that sound like fuck with other niggas too, but you never know what he gonna do.
And that's what I heard.
So
and that's basically what he based it into. He was like, I was like, okay, well, what would you prefer me do? And he was like, well, just, I was like, date? And he's like, I mean,
married.
yeah. And he's like, because you never know what else might be out there. And I'm
No,
like, right.
Tell your son.
Right, so I guess.
And you
But
miss
he
out on
told
your
me his
blessing
older
trying to
son.
be
Trying to-
greedy and trying to know
yeah,
what's out
trying
here.
to- yeah.
Sometimes, you know, how many times have you heard, you know, men and women say, like, damn, if I went out here being greedy, I would have never lost.
I would've
this
never lost
opportunity. You know what I'm
so-and-so,
saying?
yeah.
You out here always gonna be looking for so and so. You know what I mean? When you
The
had
one
it the
that got
whole while.
away.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't nobody wanna live like that. You know what I'm saying? You
Wondering
feel like
what
you
is
got
and
that
all
shit,
that.
I say go all the way.
Mhm.
I ain't found the check,
Me
but
neither,
when I
but
do,
you did, so go ahead.
y'all gonna know.
Okay.
Hello?
Everybody.
I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, this my guy. Y'all said,
Look what I got.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
You know, women like they'll pick the they'll pick guys the same way they picked in high school, like how they dress and. So do y'all feel like y'all changed the way y'all pick men or whatever?
For me, it's about a vibe. I gotta be able to have a conversation. It has to be a vibe there. We gotta be able to exchange energy and just feed off of each other. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about looks. It ain't all about looks. It's just about the whole package, the whole thing together. You know what I mean? You gotta have a personality, intelligent, carry a conversation, be emotionally intelligent, just be financially stable or even financially literate. You know what I'm saying? Teach me soming. I can teach you stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just so
Cause
we
you
have
can be
that
fine
balance.
all day, baby, but if you don't got nothing in that noggin,
Okay,
the
I can't
marbles
do
just
that
roll
with it.
around, baby. I can't get with that.
I can't do that with
I
it.
can't get with that. 'Cause I tell people all the time, for me, and it's always been like this for me. Like ever since I was really young, like in high school, it was always about how can we be mutually beneficial to each other. 'Cause I have had some of the finest men in my face, but you ain't got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you established, so you gonna settle right there. There's always room for growth. Why you think Jay-Z and Kanye and all them is as wealthy and as successful as they are? Because they never stop. You know what I'm saying? They never settle. You get what I mean? And I know my mother and my father aren't bosses. You know what I mean? My mama working a job and she feel like that's what I should be doing. Negative. I told her that the other day. You know what I mean? My pops though, you know, he had that mentality, but he just never had the education nor did he ever really realize what he can do. But he's always instilled in me like, I don't have it, but these are some of the things I feel like I missed along the way where you can get it. And so it's like, because my mom and my dad used to be calling me sometimes, it's like, I'll be damned if I'm laying with a man that don't know nothing either. You know what I'm saying? He be able to lead me, guide me in the right direction. Like, I'm not saying you gotta be established, but you gotta at least know where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get in the car and I'll take the ride with you, shawty, but we got to know where we going. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if I can sit here and look at you, and after all the sex is done and everything else, we get up, both of us just lost. Trying to figure it out. No, one of us got to know something. And I know I usually know, I've lived a million lives, so I always find myself always knowing a little bit more or having to be like the line leader. I get sick of that shit. Teach me something, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Teach me something, shit. If you can't teach me nothing, you can't learn me nothing.
Like what do you want to learn? Like,
I mean, a lot of things that my parents were not able to teach me. My mom and my daddy are 50 years old right now, and they still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I want a man that is either, like she said, financially literate, you know what I'm saying, or financially established. You ain't got to have the bag right now. Baby, if you have the discipline and you're ready to go get it, let's go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, know something a little bit more than I know. You know what I'm saying? My parents didn't teach me credit. They didn't teach me taxes. They didn't teach me that I could actually go in business for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a man that possibly has already gone to business for himself or have an idea on how I can make my business grow. You know what I mean? You ain't got to necessarily be ready to pour all of yourself into me, because goddamn it, I got some shit I could pour into you. You know what I mean? But I know the knowledge and the wisdom that I bring to the table and the things that I'm able to bring. And it may not be a whole lot, but I know if I had that puzzle piece where we could lock in, you could do a whole lot more. It's straight the numbers. You can do a whole lot more with a partner than you can by yourself. That's why we move together. We do a lot of things that couples should do. We ain't even fucking. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of shit that couples should do. And people wonder all the time why we roll together. We say each other all the time. We keep a crib. We keep a whip. With the touch of my car getting hit recently. But we keep a whip. You know what I mean? Like, we stay established. And we say all the time, we do it for each other. We know we can do it with a man. You know what I mean? We're in business together as a group. You know what I'm saying? We're able to organize and strategize and plan. You know what I'm saying? If I had, imagine somebody I'm sleeping with, I'm spiritually connected with, and that woman, we can go from here to the fucking sky. Sky's the limit. But motherfuckers want to stop right where they at. You know what I mean? Or stop you from what it is that you're doing.
Content, and that's it.
No, I mean, we open this business, let's take it a step above. Take it a step further. You know what I mean? Because if I die tomorrow, I got to be able to leave my son with a whole lot more than a couple bands in the bank and some motherfucking songs on this show kid and goddamn Apple Music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying everybody is looking for this $1 million nigga. So
I didn't say that though.
I'm just saying you look a nigga like that. You saying that's gonna be $1 million nigga?
It don't have to be.
Because to open up business.
It don't have to be $1 million niggas. We could be thousandaires and be comfortable.
Okay.
You You know what I'm saying? I'm my goal
Somebody
is not.
with a game plan.
You know
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And
if you
a
don't have
steady
it, you gotta
game
know how to
plan.
get it. Like, you gotta
And
like,
keep it.
Keep it. Like, it's about being able to sustain something, not just have something and it's just gone tomorrow. You have to be. It's about creating generational wealth, and it's about owning shit at this point. It's not about just doing shit just to be doing it. You have to have a reason to why you're doing these things. You have to have an intent. That's what we're looking for the word. You have an intent on why you're doing certain things. You don't have that intent. What are you doing?
But that's a rare
What's the
nigga.
ego?
The nigga y'all looking for.
It's not.
It's not rare.
It's not though.
It is.
Absolutely
You
not.
think
A
a
nigga
lot of
with a
niggas
plan
trying to
is
build?
rare. A nigga
I'm
with a
saying
purpose
most
is
niggas
rare.
is just working regular jobs, like that 40,000.
That
Most
don't
niggas
mean
not
that.
doing it.
She said we're not about that.
I'm not
I
about that.
don't think that you can't get it by working a regular job.
And
It just take a little bit longer.
It just take a little bit longer. But
I mean, you could be 1,000 in working a regular job.
you know what I mean?
Fine.
But
And
you
just be
still,
saving and
but
you
you're
know.
not going to work every day and clocking in and letting your end all, letting that be your end all be
You're
all.
gonna go home and do your other shit too.
You go to
Your
work
shit.
every day at I don't know, TJ Maxx, and you don't think, damn, how can I get into owning one of these? You go to work at Chick-fil-A every day and you don't think, damn,
How can I get one of these?
they're opening
Or something
these.
like
You
this.
can open
Some
your own
people
little
think
franchise.
they go
Like,
to a 9 to 5 and think, well, I get benefits, I got this amount of money coming
That's
in.
the
I can
average
save this
person. Most
money.
people is not trying to buy where they work at or figure.
Yeah.
Like getting the skill
wanna
and like
retire.
I'm gonna go open up a company. That's not the average
well,
person.
I will say, when our parents were coming up, that's when they were thinking. But this generation,
It's a little different.
very different. Why you think all these lash girls out here and lash techs and nail techs and clothing lines and all that? You can say that, but I'm active on social media and I'm watching people do
But
it.
most
You
women
get
are
what I'm
broke
saying?
though. It's like the study show like most women really don't have money. They be broke. That's just like for sure. Like most people is not making
A
money.
lot of
like
people
that.
on social media, I would say, definitely aren't making it the way that they kind of showing it.
Yeah.
That's why they, especially here.
I mean, but
this is their look.
not just social media though. I'm just saying, like, you're seeing these businesses be promoted out there. People are going to business, so whether they are successful or they flop, it's the fact that she went ahead and she went
did
for
that
it.
shit, yeah.
Not every business is gonna be successful. 9 times out of 10, your first business is not gonna be
Fail,
successful.
yeah.
It's gonna fail. But it's about it's that trial and error. You get what I'm
You just learn
saying?
from that, so you know what not to do that
And if
time.
you're gonna be an average everyday type of dude doing all that stuff, then go ahead, baby. We can be friends. Add me on the gram. You know what I'm saying? But I need you. If you're gonna be in me and my son's life, you gotta be an example all day long. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I am asking for too much, but guess what?
You think
That's
you
why
gotta
your
be
girl
an
is single.
entrepreneur? You gotta be an entrepreneur to be an example.
I mean, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be an example, but you gotta at least be a man that's about your shit. I'm not finna have a man that's just bare minimum in front of my son, no, because his father's not around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What does his
he's
father do?
available. I don't know what his daddy do. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my problem. He live out of town. That's neither here nor there. You get what I'm saying? But for me and how I'm constructing my son to be, that is what I want. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the next person don't want that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly okay with you. But hey, I'm in the process of trying to get my business off the ground.
So
And I'll be
he
damned
got
if somebody
something.
finna come up in here and be leeching off me. No, bro, what you got going on?
Okay.
So when we sitting across the table, what game can you spit to my son? So that he won't be lost out here like we were. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't because along the way I've taken gems and wisdom from other individuals, I wouldn't even have the nuts to even talk like this. But nowadays, I'd be like, shit, I've been open a business and that business, and it's possible. Like he said, working a 9 to 5. I have watched women work a 9 to 5 and pay for their BBLs. I work a woman 9 to 5, pay her car off. You know what I'm saying? Get her teeth. I mean, and just stacking up is about what you do with the bread when you get it. You get what I'm saying? It's not about being a millionaire or being an entrepreneur, but you got to come with some type of substance. When my little boy watching me lay up with you, wet pussy ain't gonna get him nothing.
Okay.
They don't do nothing for my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't do nothing for him. What are we gonna? My baby grow up and he can say, damn, so and so was fucking with my mama. He put me on game about this. He put me on game about that. You know what I'm saying? My mama, I watched her hustle and look what she got now. If I die tomorrow, he got a shop. He got a this. He got a that. It's about leaving something for my son. Because I know for me, it's been a struggle as an adult trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And not everybody gonna give you the free game. You got to go through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's somebody that's gonna teach my baby something.
So if you had a seed of a bare minimum nigga, do you feel like you should be able to get somebody who doing that? Like,
What you mean?
like an entrepreneur, a nigga who really getting it? If you reproduce with a bare minimum nigga, you feel like you should get better than that?
Why should I?
If they're not together, I don't see why not.
Do I got to stick with the bullshit just because, you know, I was 19 years old and did some shit out of me at 19 and me at 30 ain't the same person. What I would have settled for at 19 is not what I'm going to settle for today. And that's what it is. Then what the hell was I doing the last 10 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to grow. What I knew then, I didn't know. What I know now, I didn't know then. You know what I mean? So if I'm still stuck at 19, nobody talking to me no way.
Nowhere.
Ain't nobody talking to me no way.
Didn't connect at that point.
Yeah. What I had going on with a high school sweetheart and what I got going on now at 30 don't apply. That don't apply. And the best thing I got out of that situation was my son. You know what I mean? That was my blessing. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on.
So y'all don't believe in abortion?
Pro-choice.
Pro-choice. Do what you want to do. Your body, your choice.
Your body, your choice.
So
But that's also not a walk in the park, though. So.
So should the man have pro-choice too?
What do you
What do
mean?
you mean?
Saying, well, if you want to have it, my choice should be not to take care of it.
Absolutely. Pro-choice.
What choice?
Because then I know going into it that you ain't going to be around. So now it's my choice.
Yeah.
Do I want to sit here and have this baby go through this or do I not? You're absolutely right. Everybody has a choice.
Everybody has a choice.
Just because you have a baby with a person don't mean they tied down.
Right.
I made the choice to have my son when I did it because I knew that his daddy wasn't going to be there. That was for me. That was for me. It was like, all right, this might be something for me, and it was the best thing for me because I was not thinking like this nor talking like that at 19.
Right.
Show was not. I was turned up. The best thing I could have did was have my son. I wish it would have had the same effect on his dad, but it didn't. You know what I mean? He's still in his life, but he's not active, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my problem.
Okay, would you think would it be wiser? Because you know the statistics show like men raise children better like than women. Like, so would you give them to them?
What statistic is that?
Okay.
Okay, I want to know. Where they at?
Most people end up in jail who come from like a single mother. So like single fathers, it's like the statistics show like it's like the opposite. So would you like let them go if you know fathers like end up raising children better?
I think that would depend on the person anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, or the situation. So if I know for a fact, for example, my uncle, his baby mother hit him with a text one day and was like, I don't want to be a mother no more.
Oh,
And from that point on, he raised his children by himself.
Wow.
And that was, it was what it was. And the kids is good. Like, when I'm graduated with a 3 something, he working, he doing his thing. The next one on the way to doing the same thing. They all play stuff and they're really smart and whatever. So, like, it worked out well. But that was that situation. She decided she didn't want to do it no more. Versus my mother would never give me up to my dad.
Mine either.
Yeah.
He was not going for that.
You okay? So it probably just depend on the person and the people in the relationship.
yeah,
So
for
if you're
sure.
responsible, like you think it'll be worth it?
Like, I feel like me, right? If I was to, or when I have kids with Scat, if I was to become a deadbeat, I know for a fact that them kids gonna be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, he gonna have it. I could be a deadbeat dad or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they would be great. Like, they'll be fantastic children. But yeah, like, I wouldn't just do it.
Right.
I know that they will be okay, but I'm not gonna just choose to do it.
I mean, and I'm a person like my mother sent me with my dad when I was like 8. And I was supposed to have been for a year. I didn't really see her for real and live with her again until I was like 12. That lasted like a year and a half. I didn't see her again until I was 7. I was 18. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I turned out all right. You know what I mean? But I would have turned out okay with her too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she kind of had her career and everything, and I kind of really don't really know where I kind of fit with that because she was a radio personality, so she kind of was all over the place. But I mean, the 3 of us turned out all right, and we all grew up. Me and my brother, my sister, with my dad. So, like you said, I think it depends on the individual. Because not every daddy is a great father, and not every mommy is a great mother. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can bear children don't mean that you're a parent.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Absolutely.
I think it's all about how you raise your pets. If you can raise a puppy, you can raise a baby.
We said all the time that how you treat animals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
reflects on
and
how
you
you
can tell a
are.
lot about a person by how they do treat animals. So
Yeah.
I agree.
You know a lot about a person.
I agree.
I pick up that real quick. How a person would treat an animal, I'd be like, oh, something's wrong with you.
Ah.
It's clearly off with you.
Yeah.
Because when you think about an animal, obviously they can't talk, they can't do things for themselves. You have, like a baby, you have to take care of them. Like you have to, and if you're not going to do that, something's wrong with you. Because you're just doing something to a defenseless animal.
Yeah.
Like that video that went viral, I couldn't even watch it.
I was about to say that with the
I
man
couldn't-
dog.
Yeah, I couldn't even watch it. I literally could not even watch. I was like, put him under the jail. I don't care. It was a human or a dog. I don't care. You're literally physically harming an animal for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
And this dog isn't looking aggressive. He's not doing anything. It was just really sad. And I think that you could just really tell a person's soul by how they're gonna treat
the animal.
an animal
Something
or a child.
defensive.
Defenseless, absolutely.
You don't agree with that one, huh?
Okay, I kind of feel like white people treat
Oh.
animals better than they do black people. Like, so
Oh,
That's a different
yeah.
story, though.
That's a different conversation.
That's a different
though.
conversation, I feel. That's a
I would say that's the only reason I would say that that's different. I feel like, am I going to say this like myself? I'm trying to say.
I feel like you're trying to be politically correct, but I already kind of.
I don't be caring though. That's
Yeah,
that's the thing about me.
Yeah.
I feel as though people of color have a different level of compassion than
There you go.
people than white people.
Yes.
We have a different level of empathy,
Then
than white people, and also white people are kind of taught through time that we aren't humans.
That we are,
that we are
But
like
strange
animals.
creatures.
Yeah, like we're just
Kind of like we was watching on Orange is the New Black earlier. We was watching Orange is the New Black, and not to interrupt you, but she said, like I said that, she was like, when they were like, you know, they're all kind of like racially divided, and Flocka was like, you know, they float. And she was like, what do you mean they float? And she was like, because of their bone density.
Yeah.
And it was like, you talking like they was some mythical creatures. Like, you know what I mean? That's how they feel.
They do. Like mythical creatures. So,
like we're not human. Like,
I mean, you could look back in old pictures of like people getting hung. The kids is out there watching it like it's a sporting event. So
that's
if
that
you're
program,
taught
the
that
programming
exactly.
is to view us as less than human or not human. So you can treat us any type of way. But an animal come along, Michael Vick in jail for years because he done did them things to that dog.
Girl, I saw white people stop traffic in Atlanta to get some raccoons across the street.
stop
I was
like,
oh
I
my
cannot
God.
right
Girl.
now.
But yeah, that's country stuff in Utah. I feel like boys grow up killing animals
Yeah,
and stuff
so
like
weird.
that.
If I hit a dog, if I'm like at work or something,
You ain't had a dog?
yeah.
I literally seen a dog on the side of the fucking.
I hit one night on the
That's
two-way road.
not.
I be like, every time I see a dead animal that's been hit, I be like, Lord, thank you for putting this animal back into the planet. Just put him back to the earth, because I hate it. I hate seeing it.
I ran over something in the street one time, and I was like, "Oh my God, God, please!"
They're living creatures, they're living beings, and they felt that just like you would feel it.
But it wasn't a. I had to spend the block and find out.
I
was like, I'm scared to go back. I'm gonna go back, and I went back. It was like a thing. I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
I know, girl. I know. I hit a raccoon before. That was the first time I ever hit something. Was here in Georgia. I did the same thing. I turned around, got it on Snapchat. I was just crying. I was like, it's so ugly, but oh my God, he was just all. Oh my God.
Girl, the first thing I ever hit was a cat. I knew I hit the cat. I saw the cat. I couldn't stop when I saw the cat crossing. And it was my ex, like back then, my boyfriend or whatever. And it was at the front of his neighborhood. And I was like, my mom had called me. I wasn't supposed to be out and stuff. So I'm playing the call off, and I'm driving. I hit the damn cat, and his neighborhood got an exit on the other side. So I was like, I'm not going back that way. I'm not coming that way until I find out. And then the next day he told me, he was like, yeah, you killed that cat.
Oh, baby.
I ain't going there until they took that cat out.
He look at my foot, that cat.
But I'm saying I don't have like biological kids, but I was there. I was real good with my ex's daughter and shit, so I don't feel like they got anything to do with how you treat kids.
Child, yeah, you just a little crazy.
That ain't crazy.
Talking about some bro. That's not funny. I see dogs dead on the side of the road. I'm crying.
Yeah, I feel horrible.
I say thank you for your contribution to the world. Go back to the earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Really
it's all
pray over
connected.
it.
Yeah, like
if you eat meat, like
that's a different process.
But I'm not eating a dog.
I'm like, I'm not fucking eating a ran over dog or cat. Like that's not
saying,
what
Chinese food.
You know what I mean? It's not ran over either. Like I'm not gonna deliberately go hurt something. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to deliberately hurt anything.
The intent.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That sounds weird to me. Honestly, it does. Like I don't want to hurt anything.
I didn't go looking for it.
Yeah, the food chain. Yeah, the food
I didn't
chain.
go
Yeah,
looking for
the food chain has nothing to do with that particular
So
thing.
if anything ever happens, I be putting myself in this situation. Sometimes I be trying to desensitize myself, because if I see something dead in the road, I'm gonna swerve and stuff. But like if I run over, I'll be like, you gotta be okay with that, right? So if you ever was in a situation where like people not making food no more, the only way to get it is to hunt. Do you think you'll be able to get your food?
I just want to be eating meat, shawty.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Veggies.
I'm vegetarian. Because I'm the type of person I can go find a plant. I can figure it out. When it comes to plants and stuff like that, I'll figure it out.
So you gonna go to cold turkey?
We not gonna starve. You're not gonna starve.
I mean, at most fishing ain't hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean?
Fishing ain't hard, and I'm a big fish
Yeah,
person.
my daddy
anyway,
used to fish
so-
all the
You want
time.
to chop off the head, skin?
Show am.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know. I'll be chefing it up, boy. I'll get it together. That's one thing we ain't gonna be is hungry.
We not gonna be
We
hungry.
ain't gonna ever be hungry for
You
that.
say y'all got sympathy for fish? Nope.
I mean, you just said if we had to go out and do it, or I had to live. Oh yeah, like the vegetables and all that gonna get us so far. We're gonna need some energy from somewhere. But I mean, I'm not finna go kill no cow. That's insane. You gonna cook me up first.
Okay, literally.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck
I'm gonna get a little fish and let his ass squiggle for a little bit, get him right. You know what I'm saying? Be scared a little.
Okay.
Set him up, boy. We can put that nigga over the fire like some
And they did on for the
I don't know, some
holidays.
marshmallows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
with a
little
little
squirrel
stick.
around.
Like, friend, so what leaves you finna wrap this nigga up in today?
Okay, because
Cause we finna eat
I'm
him.
I'm about to go pick some fucking
Sushi.
Dorito. I'm finna go pick up some garlic, bitch. I'm playing with me.
Sushi.
All of that.
I'm getting the fish she planting up. She in there like Jody Mama in
The garden.
In the garden.
Don't play with me.
Okay.
In the earth.
Yep, all up in it.
I'll be thinking, I'm like, if I got a hunt. I mean, I don't eat meat already, so I'm cool.
But you already hit the game, then.
Oh yeah, you had it again for
For
sure.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the garden in the crib. I ain't worried.
Yeah, you feel me?
Once you got your garden, you don't gotta be. You don't.
That's what we
honestly,
want to do too.
honestly, that's the goal. Like
Five
having a
below.
garden.
Five below. They got
I'm
the
there.
starter
I know.
kits.
Really?
I know, yes.
Oh, dope.
Girl, I already know. I'm
Go and then go to Dollar Tree and get your bigger pots. So
Mm-hmm,
when they give
mhm.
you
Just switch them over.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bet.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a traumatic experience y'all went through as kids.
As kids, you were first. I don't know.
Ooh, child.
I love Who Childs.
Traumatic experience that I went through as a child. Okay, I could pick one that's not so sensitive, but it's still traumatic. Moving to Puerto Rico when I was 8. I moved there knowing I was a black girl because my mother's a black woman. My father and my mother are not mixed, so nobody could prepare me for what I was in store for when I got there. My mom sent me there. She kind of always let me know I was mixed and that, you know, my father's Puerto Rican. I had been there a few times to visit, but all my uncles speak English. They're all from New York, but they grew up there. So visiting is, I was just saying that to you, visiting is totally different than living there. And of course, you, my good sir, said I came off as Mexican. Well, I was in Puerto Rico where they were like, I was a black dirty nigga and go back to your country. That was what I got told. And imagine being somewhere where there ain't no other black folks that you can even go to and say that to. First of all, they don't understand me. I don't speak Spanish. You know what I mean? I get there completely just straight from Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Don't know nothing. So when I get there, these kids know from the music and the little shows they be watching what that word means. You get what I'm saying? So they're able to say it to me. When I got a 50-year-old Spanish teacher who ain't never watched American TV all her life, you saying it, it's 4-5 of y'all saying it right in front of the teacher, ain't nothing I can say. I can't even begin to find the words to explain to you how nasty this is. And I mean, like, I got there in August. I went through that probably like, it's about January or February. Like the whole half of my third grade year, I went through that where it was just like, she's the black dirty American girl. She's the nigga. Like, you fucking nigga. And it's nothing worse than hearing a foreigner say that who really just know that they're being nasty. You don't even really know the history behind that. They don't teach you that there. Because we learn African history and how we became a trilogy of races. But we don't go as deep as that because we never had those types of like civil rights movement and what Martin Luther King and them did here and Rosa Parks and all them did here. They didn't really see it over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a very colorist. Hispanics can be very colorist. You know what I'm saying? And so like they seen the black girl in me and they see it every time I go over there. Like when me and her over there, they immediately, hey, how are you doing? And I'm like, papi, hola español también. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm from up the street. Be like, you know what I mean? But it's crazy because like I had to learn it because it was like, I ain't gonna be too many more dirty niggas around here, boy. I ain't gonna be too much more of that. Like, I got there in August, by December I was fluent. Not playing with you. I came back, I left in July of the previous year, came back in May. The following year, my mother can't barely speak to me. She's like freaking out, but she's just like, I'm gonna send her back over there. She gonna come back and she ain't gonna never be able to talk to me again. And she speaks zero Spanish. But it was like, you know, in my brain, I'm dealing with all the trauma that it is here because they went deeper than just that. You know what I mean? Because my stepmother's at home, who's also a little racist. You know what I mean? Like, she's a little racist. So everywhere I go, I'm lost in translation. So I think when I did come back to the States and I did realize I was kind of screwing up my languages and stuff, and I did realize like how much it was affecting my mother. In the midst of all this shaking up I got going on, I still made a conscious decision like, okay, when I go back, let me just not forget that English is my main first language. And that my grandmother's from Georgia, you know what I'm saying? They won't be able, and I don't want to lose that, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that was probably one of my earliest traumas where I was able to really know what I was made of. Because it was literally threw me in the jungle. I'm 8 years old, my mama over here, My daddy always working. I with a Hispanic woman that look white, that don't like black folks, and she let me know it every day. You know what I mean? I go to school where nobody like me because I don't speak the language, and I look black. They're already at me because of my complexion. Period. And then I don't speak the language, boy. That was some shit. You threw me in the jungle. I came back fur coat, some slides, and something for you. Stop playing. You know what I mean? But I knew then you could put me anywhere, and I'm gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? But it was being that little though that I think that kind of fucked with me when I started coming up. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm older, I'm thankful for that because I know what it's like to live without my mother and my father and having to survive in a foreign place at a very young age. You can throw me anywhere. Take me to Brazil, drop me off. I bet y'all know Portuguese. 2-3 months, know it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be cooking their dishes, singing songs, nigga. You know what I mean? Like so, I think it set me up for who I am today, for real.
Yeah. If we set anybody up, that's nice. Get that shit, bitch. I was like, when she told me she learned Spanish in 4 months, I was like, damn, bitch, your brain work fast, because I'm still trying to learn Spanish. And I'm like, bitch, I don't know you for fucking 7 years, bitch. But this is the first time I took it like I'm taking it now. Like, okay, I'm actually trying to learn this shit. Let me just pay attention. But a traumatic experience, Lord Jesus, is fire.
Not Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
It's a fire. I think my first traumatic experience would be, not first, but I would say the one that stood out to me the most. Like I would just say when my grandmother passed away, because that was like the first like time I experienced like somebody being there all the time and just not no more. So I would say after that I kind of became more spiritual. That's when I kind of became like, okay, I need to figure out like how I could still be connected to her. So I feel like that trauma of just losing somebody I love so much and just being around so much and grew up in her house and all that, I think just losing her, and when in a time where I was becoming kind of an adult at the time, it's like that in between stage of 19 and just being 20 or just being older, like just needing her at that time, I feel like that was kind of traumatic because I was not ready. Like I was not ready for my dad to pass away. I was not ready. So I think for me, that kind of brought on like all my spirituality and like taught me to like connect and taught me that even though they're not here in the physical, they're still with us every day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of changed me in a way. So I would say that would be, one of my traumatic moments because I was not ready.
Okay, last time you was disappointed by somebody good.
Last time I was disappointed. You got some good questions here, shouty. Last time I was disappointed by someone. Oh, good looking out, sister.
I didn't know that was her skin. Like,
and I'm blind, so sorry, friend. And these shades on. Once you like that, though, I seen it. We back. Yep, you in shape. And what was the question you said? The last time we were disappointed by someone that we loved.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tricky one. I feel like we had this conversation earlier. We find ourselves always kind of running in to people we feel like we can trust, we can fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And like people tend to be a disappointment a lot. You know what I mean? I'm a Cancer. You know what I mean? So like I'm already like people say be sensitive. I'm a sensitive gangster. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even a gangster. I'm a sensitive, tough girl. You know what I mean? I give a tough girl exterior, but on the inside, I be like, man, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never like to let nobody see me sweat. But if some of the people that have hurt me know that they hurt me, they be appalled. Because a lot of them probably walk around right now thinking that I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But, I find that, and with her too, she a Gemini, we'll bring people in. We'll bring you in. You know what I'm saying? If you cool, you got the vibes. We not like that with everybody. Right. But when we do, we bring you right on in. And most people want to come, they love it here. Yeah, they never want to go. They love the vibe. You know what I'm saying? But then it's always, you can't never stay down. People, it's always so hard. I feel like it's hard for certain people to even have a moral compass and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? So I always say if I feel like with you, it's something you did. Because I'm gonna ride with you to the end. Exactly. I'm like that with my friends. I'm like that with my family. You know what I'm saying? If we not talking right now, it's something that you did. Because if I did it, I'm not gonna go too long without saying something.
Me neither. I'm all about accountability, bitch. If I feel like I did something and I hurt you, I'm going to tell you I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to relate to you. I want to try to like be understand. Even if I don't even agree, the fact that I hurt you is reason enough for me to be empathetic to you and to apologize.
But most people don't take that accountability.
They don't take that accountability. You just want to be right. So people focus so bad on being right that they're not even caring about the other stuff behind that. It's more than just being right. You have to care about somebody's feelings and the fact that they actually have them. And if you want somebody to care about your feelings, you need to care about theirs too. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it.
So yeah, I mean, I find that, especially with us doing this music shit, we kind of been figuring out and kind of like watching the relationships come in and out. People you thought was gonna rock with you to the end, where that kind of goes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we even had a third member in our group, and she's not here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a few years back, but you know what I mean? Like, love her to death. You know what I'm saying? But you disappointed me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think that for her, you know what I'm saying, it was a little difficult sharing the limelight with two other people.
Exactly.
You wanted to be the Beyonce, and not understanding that we can all be that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is not like back in the day when you had to have a lead singer and that she's all, you know what I mean? We can just, I mean, you seen Fifth Harmony, like everybody was singing, and it's okay, but I think that it was a little much for her sharing the spotlight and sharing the stage. And I think that she was more so trying to do her own thing, you know what I mean? So it came to a point where we just kind of like, this was always our thing to start with. We love you and we want you to be a part of it, but a group ain't for everybody. Hell, it was barely for us. It just worked out that we best friends and we live together and it's a vibe and it just works, you know what I mean? But sometimes there can be a crowd, but it's no shade to her, you know what I'm saying? You did disappoint me because I mean, I had so much hope for
it was
us
like
being great.
it was so good. Three of us was so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It was so good. But you know,
but
everything
it
happens
work
for
out.
a reason. You know what I'm saying? So obviously she's not here because she ain't supposed to be. So that's just how I see it. You're just not supposed to be. You didn't want to stay. You didn't want to fit into what we had going on. You didn't want to stay down and be disciplined along the journey. You want to be here for the outcome and not the journey. And we've been down from the start. So it's like, and you want to come in and just change shit and do shit. And no, that's not how this works. This works. You come in, you just jump in and do your thing, but don't try to like kick somebody to the curb or try to like, you know, not share the limelight. That's not what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and she needed a little bit more work than she thought, actually. So for you to be doing all that, you need a little bit more work. But she's still very talented, beautiful person.
Beautiful.
We miss her all the time, but you're just not conducive to the situation I got right now. If I was 17, 18, 19 years old, I had time to play like that, I would. But no, I don't have that type of time. But if we see her walking down the street, it's definitely love. It's no love lost. But it's just a disappointment to me because I wanted you right here. You know what I'm saying?
All the time. I was like, damn, where's she at? Somewhere cutting up. Oh well. Somewhere cutting up.
Yeah, some people naturally like that. I done had guests they'll come in and say, I need to move the camera, the table need to be a different way.
How you gonna come to somebody's house and rearrange their furniture?
Some people, they just naturally do that shit. Like,
they naturally rearrange people? That's crazy.
Just like, the shit need to be accustomed to how I want it, like, and that's your shit.
No.
That's rude.
Okay, so, what do y'all feel like guys' biggest complaints about y'all?
Biggest complaint.
So why they leave y'all? Or do y'all leave? Usually women leave, so you saying do the guys usually leave y'all?
I mean, I've had a recent experience. I did. We gonna hug and talk about it because that was the only time that's ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why, but I know the biggest concern is just I think you might have been a little intimidated with how I move out here. I come from, you know, I'm a media kid. My mother was in radio my whole life. I came up with Charlamagne the God. I came up with those types of people, like Cynthia Hardy, big radio names, Michael Basin. Like, so I always have had a personality where I know how to speak and how to talk to people. And I think that as an artist, and then we're R&B artists and everything, I think that for a person that's not secure in themselves, and especially in yourself as a man, you can get a little insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you as an artist, it's okay for you to smile at everybody's face. Yeah. But one time I smile at somebody, I'm doing too much. You know what I mean? So I think it was the attention that I get, and I think also me coming from like the nightlife. I worked in the nightlife. You know what I mean? I think that too was a little, you know, little much. And that was the first time I dealt with a person that just couldn't stand in their shit. That you just really that worried about what I may or may not do. But it's like, I'm crazy about you. What do you mean? I mean, I don't even see these folks. I'm doing their job. I come back, I can't wait to get back to your ass. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I think with that, and I think with a lot of situations, I think even with just talking and dating, I think that my profession and the different hats that I wear, I think it just intimidates people sometimes. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I think they get a little intimidated as well. I've been hearing a lot that I'm mean. I don't think that I'm mean. I think that I'm assertive as fuck, and I feel like people just want to. When you're a naturally sweet person, a nice person, and you're a sensitive person, people think that they can literally trot all over you, and you're just supposed to let it happen. But I've gotten to a point where it's like, I'm actually gonna speak my fucking mind.
Facts.
And if you're not gonna like it, then bye. Honestly, bye, because I literally cannot do it no more. I can't. Like, I'm a Gemini at the end of the day. It's always something I said. I'm sorry. It's literally always something I said.
This will be like, what's something I said?
It's always something I said. It's always something I said.
It's just always something.
It's always something I said. And it's like, and a lot of people come for me and they not expecting the rebuttal.
Because they be like, oh, spiritual sweet Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? She that big and she ain't gonna say nothing. She's so nice until this food start getting hot mouth.
Because they don't know, I'm a Leo, moon and rising, baby. This fire can get hot quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, it get hot quick. And so I've been hearing that a lot lately. But like I said, I don't think that I need.
Give us an example of like.
I don't. Okay, so a lot of times people will do stuff to me, and then I'll react, and then it's like you're mean. Like the other day, I was talking to someone. She's like, "Oh, you didn't want to talk to me. Da da da. You're mean." I'm like, "But you just sat here and told me to my face that you watched the phone ring and didn't answer my phone call. So I'm supposed to sit here and want to talk to you after that?
Right.
No. Bye. Goodbye. If you don't want to talk, I'm not gonna make you. I'm just not gonna talk to you. I'm not mean. I'm just not gonna do that with you. I'm not like, it's like all these mind games and shit. I don't want to play.
Right.
I'm done
Everybody
playing.
got time for that.
I'm done holding my tongue.
Yes.
I'm done playing with y'all.
No more Mrs. Nice Yoshi.
No more Mrs. Nice Yoshi. And one more thing I was gonna say. People think because you're a spiritual person, you're supposed to be nice and hopping over rainbows and fucking throwing up fucking unicorn dust. That's not how that works. It's about balance at the end of the day. Being a spiritual person is about balance. It's about, yes, I'm this, but I'm also this. So don't mess with either one of those, because when they come together, you're not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about, oh, you're spiritual, you're not supposed to react that way. It's because I'm aware that I can react this way. You know what I'm saying? People always do things without intention. No, I'm not that. If I'm gonna stick up for myself and say something, I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. She's like, damn, you're a thug. I'd be like, I'm just gonna say it. Sorry.
I'm like, you thug that.
She'd be like, you say that to them? And I did.
And it's really just, I think the further you get into spirituality, it's like, yeah, I'm spiritual to the point where I know myself, I'm aware enough, and I don't have to get out of pocket
to check you.
I can tell you straight with a straight face without yelling at you, cussing at you.
And me being assertive translate as mean that maybe you shouldn't have did what you did to get it here.
Exactly. Because I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not an ill-willed person. I'm just not gonna come at you with some bullshit. I'm not just gonna come at you because I'm in a bad mood. I'm not gonna ruin your day because I'm aware of my energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it can be thick. I know if I'm feeling some type of way, it's gonna project, and you can just feel it. So I try to just simmer down, and not project that shit, because you ain't got anything to do with all my energies. Don't fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
not everybody is as aware as you. Exactly. I bet you come in here with attitude for something Sally Mae did at the job and want to ruin everything I got going on today.
No.
You know what I mean? Other people not aware. But we say all the time, but she's an aware Gemini, I'm an aware Cancer.
Like it's about being aware of yourself.
Just being aware and what you're capable of and what the energy you're putting out there, and just making sure if you love somebody, you fuck with somebody, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, family, friend, making sure that, hey, like, if I'm transmitting this energy to you, let it be something that you can work with. I don't want to bring you down. That's just me.
That's just me, yeah. I don't want to bring you down. I want to uplift you at the end, and then I want to be uplifted as well. And if you're not here to do that, then you can exit stage motherfucking right, because I don't have time. Nor the patience at this point, nor the tolerance. So that's where I am with it. I don't have the time. So I've been told to answer your question, I'm mean.
I don't mean it all.
She's not.
I'm really not, though. I'm really not. You know, people don't like assertive women. Anytime a black woman get assertive, she's mean and she's rude and she's a bitch. Whatever. I'll take it.
Niggas just don't like that yelling and cussing shit. As long as you can talk.
Communicate
effectively. Yeah, communication. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the last time you stayed calm when you was disrespected.
The last time I stayed calm.
I know, right?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Oh!
And that's the only thing I forget.
We both can speak on. Okay, we'll say that. I'm gonna agree to that. I'm gonna agree to that. What you gonna say?
And you know, I probably should even say this.
You gonna say it, but say it, bitch.
Because it's the only thing I got. Yeah, you know, hey, this is my real life. You can't do shit to me and then think I can't talk about it. Okay, where the NBA at? You know what I'm saying?
Period.
I was at an award show. Where it's the Black Only Awards. And I mean, the shit's old now, which is why I feel free to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I was sitting down, and we were on shrooms. Because it's a wonderful day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got rhinestones, boots, our body. We're matching. We got this wet look going. We worked so hard to be here. We're nominated for a category with the best duo. And we looked great, you know what I mean? We worked really hard to get 5 for that. And then we sit down minding our business, and I mentioned that we're on shrooms because that's why our reaction, that's why we were so calm. Because everybody kept saying, y'all was so calm on the videos. I ain't never seen the videos with us. The video that were viral wasn't of us. But I had an individual walk up to me and ask me, did I want to get slapped?
She said, do you want to get smacked or not?
And so I'm on shrooms, I'm on my phone with my stylist, and I'm trying to get her in the door. So I'm huh? Because I ain't got no smoke with nobody out here. I do my music, I go to work, and I go home, take care of my baby. So I don't know. And in a place like this, why would anybody want to ask me, do I want to get slapped? And because I'm on shrooms,
it's like you're analyzing everything.
No, and the shrooms on me was like, why she didn't do it?
Right. Exactly.
Because I need to know before I show my ass.
Because it's gonna be out.
Because it's gonna be out. Dress was cutting up. You know what I'm saying? Before I show my ass and beat these rhinestones off me on you, I need to know you dead serious right now. So she not too much bigger than Yoshi. I'm pretty thick. I'm 5'8". I'm just kind of like, slap these shades clean off my motherfucking face so I can know you for real right now. But you know, I'm so stuck because I'm like, what?
Because the whole time I'm thinking, do we know her? She was so
we are
familiar.
zooted and we did more shrooms than we normally would because we not anticipating no shit. like normally we're like microdose and we'll just kind of be like, you know, it'll shake the anxiety. But we've worked hard for this moment. You know what I'm saying? To be recognized in the city amongst the people we were recognized amongst. That was a big thing. We didn't win that night. We have won in that category with these folks before. But it's just the fact that people are recognizing our hard work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that category, that was a beastie category. You know what I'm saying? And we still was considered amongst those people. So I'm oblivious to why this person wants to slap me. Like, and then she said it, and then she asked me my name. I'm answering her, but I'm like, hold up, dog. I was like, what you want to slap me for? And so then she was like, she asked me one more time. It was 3 times that she asked me. The first time I didn't know. The second time she said it, and I'm like, for what? Because I'm hot. And then she asked my name, and then she said it again. But when she said that last time, she walked away.
So I'm
thinking, like, this got to be a prank. Like, it where the cameras at. You get what I'm saying? Because why would you do that and then walk away? You going to offer some gangster shit
and then leave.
And not deliver said gangster them. And I'm trying to figure out why. So when I see a look on her face, and I looked around and didn't see nobody else.
We got up.
We the only ones here. Well, let me go inquire why the hell you thought that you was finna slap somebody. So, yeah, it turned into Johnny Blaze cussing us out. It ended up being her homegirl. Yeah, we thought Johnny was being the mediator, boy.
We did the whole time. We're like, damn.
And we love her.
Like,
we love her.
She started yelling at us. I'm like,
because I walk up, and I'm just like, I go to tap the girl, and the girl about bust her ass trying to get behind Johnny, because now I guess you must have rethought what you just did.
Because there's 2 people on your ass now.
And I think that you never, if you was going to slap something, you would have. You know what I'm saying? You went right behind your friend because you was shook. You know what I mean? And I'm on shrooms, so my target is you. I don't even see this girl. So when Johnny walked up, I'm like, Johnny, you were so beautiful. I'll never forget it. I was like, Johnny, you were so beautiful. You were so talented. But this is not what you. That's for me.
What happened? She fucking super sand on her ass. She super sand on her ass.
But Johnny took her teeth out, threw them at me, took her wig off, threw it at me, took the lashes off.
Ain't have no shoes. It was the teeth, and this bitch said, "Are you on that stuff?"
And then took the teeth out, threw them at me, and it was like, I was like, what you looking at me like that for? Ain't you supposed to pull my teeth and lashes and hair out?
Okay, but you done took everything off of you.
After the straight food, they tried to get us escorted out of there, but they did. But everybody that watched that situation was just like,
why y'all look so unbothered?
Y'all look so unbothered. First of all, we have shades on all the time.
So there's that.
Second of all, we were on shrooms. So there were many times, because there was so much security and her falling out all over the place, we're like, I'm not finna fall all out. I got too many rhinestones glued in my body. I'm not doing this.
So you never found out why she threatened you?
Well, check it. After she did all of that, she got escorted out. You know what I mean? Apparently, the little girl was upset because she thought that I was messing with her little boyfriend because I did a video with him. So I think that was like her little thing.
That was her MO.
But it was like, I don't know you and I barely know him, so your shit should have been with your boy. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, you know, the video that went viral was of her taking her teeth out and her hair. And you hear me over there like, are you on that stuff? Like,
and I hollered.
But everybody was saying like, y'all were so calm. Like,
are you on that stuff?
Yeah,
that's always the question.
But you know, when she's falling out and everything, we're calm. But I told homeboy, I was just like, to be honest with you, it took me so long to focus because she falling out, but I'm over here. Give it to me. Oh shit! Wait a minute, I'm getting cussed out. I'm trying to get my styles up the steps. Well, hello there. I'm only getting cussed out.
Thank you for taking forever today.
Come on now. So yeah, I think that was one of the times where we were disrespected to the umpteenth degree in front of a room full of people.
Yeah,
we was cool. You know what I mean? But everybody, that was the biggest thing. Y'all was so cool. Y'all was so calm.
Because I feel like us not on shrooms in that situation.
Slap, you know what I'm saying?
Because
Immediately.
I wanted to
you know
push
what I
her
mean?
ass immediately. I was like, I feel like she's being rude, and I know we don't. I don't know if we know her or not, but I want to mush the fuck out
And
of
I
her.
thot maybe I knew her. I was like, you have to be being
I was like,
sarcastic
you know
right now.
her?
Who
Like-
just walks up and asks somebody they want to get slapped and don't do it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Like,
I'm like,
you-
do I know you? Because I asked her, I was like, do I know?
Yeah, I was like, who are you?
I'm like, I ain't fucking with nobody man or nothing. I ain't do no sleazy shit out here. There's no reason why a bitch is
Yeah.
gonna walk up on me and ask me, do I want to get slapped?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bitch came to her as a woman.
But everybody that saw that was like, y'all was chilling to say y'all was getting cussed out. I was like, bruh, I was gone half the time. I kept trying to focus, like, I'm getting cussed out.
And I was just laughing.
Stay in the game.
She took the teeth
Stay
out.
in the game.
I was about on the floor when she took the motherfucking teeth out. I'm sorry, bitch. I'm goofy, bitch. I'm finna laugh in your face.
Yoshi said, does she have clipping teeth? Because how the hell did her shit make it? She
out
just,
the mouth. She just whoop. I was like, bitch, are you fucking messed up?
you remember on White Chicks when she was like,
gums or still was she had?
and I think she had the veneers you could just clip on over your regular
you
teeth.
just take them out. I guess.
Okay.
You remember on White Chicks when she was like, she's like, we got our knees done. She
Yeah.
was like, you can do that? You can do that? She can do that? You can do that? She was like, oh, you can do that? You can get clippy in teeth?
I didn't
Apparently
know.
you can.
I
But
didn't
Yeah, I
know.
seen those.
I think that's what Shorty has.
She got the clippy.
It's like a retainer.
TikTok guy, he got them. You know,
Mhm.
people be cracking jokes saying he got big teeth and shit. It's the fake teeth.
It's the fake teeth for me. But yeah, if I could say, that's probably one of the most recent
Yeah.
times, because I don't take disrespect
Too kind.
too lightly, but you know, that was a situation where I had to kind of react kind of calm,
Mhm.
because I knew, because when that happened, the whole event was over.
Exactly. Everybody
And we know the person that throws that event, so that disappointed me, because it was like, damn, I know how hard he worked, and
to
people
get
are all here for that.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like,
Let me make
you
sure.
for real that you
she for real before
want
she
this
get her
smoke?
ass
You get what I'm
started
saying?
dragging.
Like, so yeah, and then it just sucks. Like, you know, everything I tried to avoid by not reacting on impulse ended up happening anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's probably one of the most recent times we done had that problem.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry to the Johnny
We be
Blaze, but you
chilling,
acted a fool,
You
girl.
like a damn fool, girl. And I love me some you, girl. I was trying to meet you and sing with you, but you wanted to cuss me out.
Crazy about it.
Click my pearls.
When she said, whoop, I was like, you the op.
How
You
big
mad
is
at
Johnny anyway?
I'm bigger than her. She's thick though.
She's thick, but
You's a big
she's
bitch
short.
as far as like you wide, you know what I'm saying? Big old booty, big old everything, you know what I'm saying? But she's small, you know what I'm saying? If I'm 5'8" and I'm in my heels, I'm probably like 5'11"
You
or some
still
shit.
kind of look kind of taller than her.
No, I was way taller than her,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And you was taller than her in your shoes, and she took her shoes off.
Mhm.
So she got to probably, Yoshi's about 5'3", how you 5'4"? She had to be like about 5'3",
Thick as fuck. I
5'2".
remember she said Drake hit her raw or some shit like that.
She was on that
She
show.
thick as hell. No, she like
She's
like
stupid.
famous.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
She was like on Love and Hip
She
Hop.
was
She was like,
She
yeah,
famous.
she was like.
She got a little name, right? She's like
She's
a-
a singer.
she's like a
songwriter.
B-list,
She can really
C-list
sing,
celebrity.
though. She can really-
Sing
And that's
her
why
ass
I
off.
was excited. Remember, this bitch can sing. I done seen her sing. I heard her sing. I want to meet her, but then she cussed me out. Cussed her out. I was like, damn, bitch, I don't want to be singing no more. I mean, I kind of still do, but now
Y'all
I ain't
probably
going.
gonna end up singing with her. At some point.
She actually can sing too. even
Her
though-
ass
That's what I'm
off.
saying. She's amazing. That's why I was so appalled.
When we did the Black Only Soul Awards the previous year, we opened that show.
And she was fucking.
And one thing that I was really stoked about was trying to make that connection with her, because I'm not like a fan per se, because I really don't be listening to too many people nowadays, but I have seen you along the way, and I know that you're super talented, and getting locked in with you wouldn't hurt, you know what I'm saying, because of who you are and the experiences that you've had, and because you are so talented. And from singer to singer, I don't really see a whole lot of singers in Atlanta, it's like more rappers. So I was looking forward to making that connection with her then. And she enjoyed our set from one of the videos that I got. So here we go, fast forward, not even a year later, like months after the fact,
Yeah, cut your pearls.
I got to clutch my pearls. You cussing me out, throwing your teeth at me.
You know what? Yeah,
Next award show, y'all gonna be on the stage together.
Child.
Let's pray.
Let's pray.
Y'all.
Let's all gather our hands in prayer.
Okay, look. That's the only three in a row. That's what I'm saying.
Okay?
That's good.
Okay, something you lost from being honest and something you gained from by telling a lie.
Something I lost from being honest, something I gained for telling a lie. Something I lost from being honest. And something I gained. Oh, Lord. I done gave money telling lies. Gone with that. You know what I'm saying? That
Well, I'm cracking up.
I'd have to tell a little white lie here to get what I need and get what I want. Coming from the
a white lie that you told.
I mean, I come from a strip club kind of like, situation. I was, yes. And still dabble.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to it's the finesse. You got to tell a little white lie.
Every once in a while.
You ain't coming in here to hear the same issues your girlfriend got, your wife got, your
Come
side
to get
bitch got, your
experience.
children got. You come here for an experience.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta tell a little white lie to get the things you want. You know what I'm saying? In the club, that's a game. But then
You sure
being
too?
I have.
Y'all be pouring this year?
no.
Okay. OnlyFans?
No OnlyFans, no.
He was about to get, let me get the legs.
No, see, my daddy is an avid, and my uncles, I'm real close to them. Avid porn watchers. Don't need those phone calls. Don't need those phone calls. I don't have time. I
got too many damn brothers, child. It's 9 of us. I got, 5 brothers? No. They gonna be knocking at the door.
Straight up. And I'm straight. I don't feel like I have to go that far.
Yeah, for real though.
I don't need to go that far. Not knocking anybody that do it.
Yeah, love you guys. You
Love it. Hey,
do your thing, too. No
do your
judgment.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Not gonna.
But it's not for me though.
Mm-mm.
But and I feel like honesty has made me lose something in that same regard. You know
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying?
that too.
I done had some real good regular customers in the club, and I keep it a little too real with you,
Now,
and you're shocked and appalled. I'm like, damn. Should have kept it. Damn it, I shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah.
So have you ever dated guys like who come in the club often?
I
Do
wouldn't
you
say
think it can
date.
actually work in a real relationship?
I wouldn't say like where you were coming to see me at the club and then we start dating after
Like,
that.
serious?
No. I've only. There might have been like one where I hoped that it could be more than that, but it wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean, nah. I mean, to me, I'm able to. They usually fall in love and carry on. I don't understand how we get there, but they usually do. But it's because of how they be acting. It's just like they salivating, like just can't. They're hound dogs. They're hound dogs. They're nothing but a hound dog. They be hound dogs.
They do.
And I don't want that. You know what I mean? But I will say I've made some really great acquaintances and friends that see the hustle in me and see the drive in me and see what I'm trying to do. And they have been those men that have instilled those values that I just brought to the table to y'all earlier that you thought I was crazy for. But I've had men that are instilling that in me. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, you want to do this, you can do that. All you got to do is allocate your money this way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at a man who's coming in the club to spend money. So what are you doing that enables you that ability? Because shit, I'm in here just waiting on you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get like you when I grow up. So I have made those alliances along the way. And sometimes they do want it to be more. But I feel like I'm a pretty outstanding individual, if I do say so myself. And it reflects in my relationships. And even with people in the club, not too many girls that dance can say they have some of the alliances that I have. They can't. You know, we have a homegirl. They be like, I can't talk to him for too long. His breath stinking, he ugly. I can't do that. I can't do how you be doing it.
Okay,
breath stinking ugly, but his money ain't ugly. Let me tell you something. He gonna
Okay.
show me how to make some money like that too.
Okay.
Breath stinking and all. That I ain't kissing him. I ain't laying up with him. But he finna put me on game or
You
something.
finna tell me
I
something.
can just. What you saying? How you did that one time?
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
How can I find it in my everyday life?
You
You get what I mean? Like it ain't about you falling in love or nothing. But shoot, he coming in here to spend money, bitch. Figure out how he doing that.
Okay. Period.
It may not be he may have a business doing something else, but what were the steps that he took
to get there
to gain that success? Because he coming in here with a bag when you can go home. Lay next to Respucia.
So could you date a guy who breath smell like doo?
Absolutely.
Rich
I mean,
nigga,
there's
though.
too much toothpaste and Tic Tac and Chick-fil-A.
If you got money, your breath walk around like that,
We gotta talk.
prioritize.
Okay, please. Some ain't right.
No, I can't do that. I can't every time. I can't do it.
My stomach is trembling.
But you my friend with that shawty.
From a distance. Hey,
You
shaking.
date a guy who breath smell like doo?
I'm driving for
You wanna try to fix it for one?
What I'm gonna do?
Like if he rich though, like
Rich don't do nothing for me though.
okay.
I'm like real low maintenance, so money don't really do nothing for me. It's like no, like I don't know. Somehow I gotta find a way to love you before I find out that your breath is like that or something.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna get that chance.
Because I can't even get past that one.
Yeah, my nose sensitive, child. I smell everything. I got time. Stay over there.
I drive for lip, and some like this one dude recently, he was like, "Yeah, I just jumped straight out of bed and got in here. I'm on the way to the airport, and I
You ain't take no
smelled
steps in
it.
between the bed and the
I
airport?
smelled it. The
No.
whole ride to the airport. I was like, oh my god.
If you don't shut that trap.
And he
don't shut
kept
down.
talking.
Did you say something?
No, I rolled the window down and I was trying not to talk to him, but like he kept talking and I was like, bruh. I was on the phone. I'm always on the phone with my uncle, so I'm just like, bruh. And then my uncle not even getting it. I'm like, this nigga, like, you don't see me acting like this,
when you made that
bruh.
on Sunday.
For real, he did. But
Maybe you're just ugly. Maybe you're just ugly.
Yeah, that one.
It was terrible. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is ridiculous. And I got a friend who breath like that too. I still haven't said nothing to her.
Oh my God.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Tell that girl her
What's
breath.
her name?
Get some
I'm not
Chick-fil-A.
telling you. But it's like, I know you gotta smell it because like she be wearing masks. So I'm like, you gotta smell it. You
Yeah.
gotta know.
Because you're like trapped in there. You know.
You're in it. At that point, you're living in it.
So I feel like at that point, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like from
Yeah.
halitosis or something.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah. But on Flavor Flav told that girl on Flavor Love, he was like, I don't know if it's a bad tooth
Yeah.
back there,
Yeah.
but you gotta get that together, baby girl.
For real.
We gonna take you to the dentist.
Straight up.
You know, some girls, they breath stink, but they coochie smell like water. It be like that sometimes.
Oh my God.
You kiss him? You kiss
How
him?
do you get to
Nah.
that when that I got
You don't kiss him.
We gotta put him in the seat over
No,
here.
it don't be like, it's not like your girlfriend, it's just like somebody you can go hit. So you're not kissing her like that, you just hitting her like.
She
Matter of fact, one of my homeboys.
She kissing on you, your neck smell like back
No,
sweat.
it's just somebody you hit. Like, you might hit her from the back. Like, one of my cousins, it was his cousin.
Uh-huh.
Thick as fuck. Doo-doo breath.
No.
I mean, the vagina, nigga.
Oh my God.
Give her a little cheek layer, a little bubble gum, a little lip gloss.
Eclipse.
You know what I'm saying?
from Orbit.
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty mouth, clean it up.
Yeah. Dirty mouth, clean up with Orbit.
There's a quote, they say, thank you for letting me go because I wouldn't have walked away. Have you, like, ever experienced it?
Yeah.
Never let go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely have.
Talk about it.
Whatever.
My last situation, we broke up. Kind of glad we did because, like you said, I wouldn't have. So it was meant to happen, but I was probably
So he broke up with you.
it was one of those things where he was, you know how people beat around the bush,
Mm-hmm.
and I really didn't know what he was trying to say, but I was like, okay, what are you saying? And then when he finally said it, I was just kind of like, okay, fuck it, then. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna fight for it. I ain't gonna fight for it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if this is not what you want, I'm not gonna force you to be here. So that was the end of that. Like I didn't.
You ain't go hard about it.
Did you cry?
Yeah, she knows. She was there for that. God, that was terrible.
Say goodbye.
Girl, that was terrible. That was
Yeah.
terrible. But
So at this point, are y'all ready for love or y'all more like, it's about my career?
I feel like I have both.
Yeah, I can
I
have
feel
both.
like I'm one of those girls who feel like I can have it all.
Yes, you can.
I can have it all. I can have a guy or whatever I'm dealing with at the time. I have a family, I have a career. I can have that balance. It's all about balance. Whatever you make time for, it's important to you, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I feel like you can do it all. You know what I'm saying? You watch people do it. You watch women do it every day. You know what I'm saying? They have full ass lives, families, husbands, careers, everything, and they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it, and you're watching them do it. And I feel like you can just do it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like, granted, that is priority for me, is my career, and I'm not stopping what I'm doing with this for love.
Yeah.
But if it can be conducive and it can just go with the flow of my life, and we can we kind of work together to make my situation better and yours.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? I'm not looking for it.
Right.
That's a fact. I'm not looking for it. You know what I mean? If it comes, it comes. It'll come when it's supposed to. My best friend, she passed away. She used to always tell me that. She used to be like, the person that's for you is already for you. You know what I'm saying? It'll come to you. Don't ever force it. You know what I mean? Just let it come to you. And that's what I've kind of always lived by. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
So is a successful career worth sacrificing a relationship with your kids?
No.
No. I
Absolutely.
don't feel like anything is worth it when it
No,
comes
me
to like
neither.
somebody with kids.
Me neither.
So you want kids?
A kid. Stop at A.
Hey,
Unless I have twins all at once, give me one bam, thank you ma'am. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm going through it one time.
I got one. I stopped. They have a number.
I want 7.
Woo! Do you have any? Do you have any?
None. I already knew.
That's why.
I already knew. I already knew.
Nah, for real. I used to want 2, right? But then I was like, ooh, the world is trash. I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
But like now, like my man want a child, so I'm like, all right, if we start, I'm not stopping.
Ooh.
Oh.
Like, I'm just gonna
Anytime it happens, it's just gonna come out. One coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, and
you know,
go for it, yeah.
That's different though. That's
Like you in love and y'all want to have a family, you go for it.
Go for
Yes,
it.
girl, we're gonna have a whole neighborhood, and that my kids gonna run it.
Yeah.
His Monopoly. Forget the game. This is your time.
Exactly. Straight like that. That's all.
Yeah.
okay, could y'all date somebody who like hates his mother?
No.
Why does he
You
hate
can
his
tell
mother?
a lot about a man, about how he's gonna treat you,
I
about how he
mean,
treats his
because she
mom.
could have treated him like shit, like.
Possibly.
And then when he got older, she kind of changed. Because, some moms be like drug addicts or whatever, and they change, and then all of a sudden they nice, but they still remember all that bad shit. So he just not letting that go.
I feel like that's touchy, like,
Get some therapy. I don't have time.
but it's like if it doesn't reflect on our relationship or your relationship with your children, or it may reflect on your relationship with your children to push you in a better direction. Like my brothers, I call them my sons, they wanted children like early because they wanted to be fathers because my dad wasn't a father.
Right. So they always wanted that.
Yeah. And they don't hate him, but they ain't like pressed to be around him and
for sure.
stuff. But like when he's cool, when my dad is cool, everybody cool with him. But when he ain't right, it's that's your father. That's your, you know.
That's how we do.
Yeah, they push him
Don't
on.
get your daddy.
Don't get your daddy.
I tell my brother, my sister that all the
Don't
time.
get your daddy.
He was your daddy first.
Right.
I'm the oldest.
Right, I am
I
too.
ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
He's y'all daddy now.
Mhm. But they wanted to be dads, and they are now.
And they're great dads.
Yeah, they
Beautiful.
locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that will determine who that individual. Because I don't have the best relationship with my mother either. But I would like to say I'm a great mother to my
She's
son.
a great mom.
You know what I mean? Like, and despite everything I went through with my stepmother and her being how she was, that's where I learned how to be a mother. Because that was my best example how she was with my siblings. You know what I'm saying? And then I also have like my godbrother, who was my brother before I ever had siblings. He's older than me, and he didn't have his dad. We kind of both grew up. You know, his mother and my mother are best friends, and he's like the best dad, probably one of the best dads I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Didn't really grow up with his pops either. Working on baby number 2 right now. Best daddy I've ever seen. Like, I'm like, why you ain't my daddy?
Okay.
I'm like, why I can't live with y'all? Adopt me, bro. You know what I mean?
Real.
Like, so I just really feel like it's about what they do with those relationships and that lack thereof, and how they use it to, you know, make them better than they were. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say, but like when you say hate your mama,
yeah.
now that sounds like mommy issues and shit.
Yeah, that sounds
Go
like
ahead and call
that.
y'all to fix your life or
Okay,
something.
go on, call the therapist, baby.
Go ahead and get yourself right, cause you ain't finna bring your traumas to my doorstep. I ain't got
I ain't done,
time.
baby, with your mama issues.
I am not a young tenderoni, 19 years old. When you hit that 30 mark, it be like, well, I ain't got time to play with you. I ain't got 10 years to figure out your traumas and shit.
Okay,
You traumas not me and my baby along the way. But if you just a struggling relationship with your mother, not necessarily harvesting hate for her, but just a struggling
something that can be
relationship.
healed over time.
Or maybe it can't be
Yeah.
healed, but you're able to walk and say, hey, that didn't work out for me. That's what I'm going to do to make the situation better for my kids.
Don't feel that way.
Maybe I try to make a better choice in the woman that I choose to be the mother of my kids, or moving forward, the example for the mother of my kids. Most men our age have kids.
Yeah.
Be an example for my kids. I've dealt with that too. You know what I'm saying? Where he's a great dad, but the mama's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't think it's a deal breaker.
Okay, what's y'all? I guess I'll be going. What's y'all love language to yourself, like self-care?
My love language.
How you show yourself love?
Oh, I like to write stuff. I like to write. I'm very into the whole self-care thing. Like, I like the whole face mask. I like my baths. I like my candles. I like my books. I like being outside. Like when it's warm out, I don't be outside in the cold. I don't do that shit.
Yes.
But if it's warm out, I'll like when it was that one day when it was super hot, that first day when it first started getting hot, I laid outside for so many hours. The sun just on my face, hot as hell. I didn't care.
Oh yeah,
I was just out there. I was just listening to my music. I'm just out there. I'm just like, I don't even care. Just I need the sun. It's been cold. I can't do this shit. Like that for me is good. Just being creative and talking to her. That's the great form of self-care for me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just doing little things to make sure my hair is always together. My hair ain't together, I feel like I look shitty. I feel shitty and I am shitty. My hair isn't together, so that's a big part of self-care. So nails gotta be done, things like that. You know, just to keep it up.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll spoil myself.
Yeah,
I'll spoil
we
myself.
like spas and stuff.
Yeah, like if I literally last year, well not last year before, it was like, you wanna go to Puerto Rico? She was like, I ain't got paid yet. I asked you that, nigga. You trying to go to Puerto Rico or no? When? Next week. Let's go. You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, that's vacation. To me, that's like me centering myself. My pops lives there. My grandmother's there. I was there from 3rd grade to 11th grade most of my life, more consecutively. You know what I mean? Because I did come back and forth a little bit, but that's home to me. You know what I mean? That's the only place I can go where I just know where I'm at and stuff, you know. Don't really need to even talk to nobody, really. Just be out there rolling. She, you know, she'd have been 3-4 times already, like. So that's a way I always try to always make time for things that are important to me. That's important to me. I don't give a fuck if I gotta save up all year to get there. I'm going. Like, we late now, we supposed to be late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that, and like she said, self-care, making sure, because I can be very vain. My nails, I'm a nail biter. I get real insecure when these ain't done. You know what I'm saying? My hair. mixed girl hair. I am very particular about my hair being done. You know what I'm saying? And also, I try to always stay connected spiritually too. You know what I'm saying? I try to always, we always talk about where we kind of veering off and where we kind of got to stay, kind of get back in the game. You know what I mean? Because that's so important for me.
Yeah, because I can even say, my cards and shit, that's a big form of my self-care. I pull cards on the situation so motherfucking quick and I be knowing. So I pull cards. I'm a tarot reader, oracle reader. I'm about this life for real. Like,
and everybody always think it's a game.
they do, and then they experience it and they just don't know what to do.
Or you think you're finna pull something over on us, and then we be like, but we literally knew you was gonna do that. We just didn't know when.
We just didn't know when. That'd be the thing. It'd be the
We just
timing.
didn't know
Like,
when.
damn.
Or it'd be like, damn. So that's what that meant.
That's what that. Yeah.
And so whenever you walk around here, I'm so sorry about what I did. I shouldn't have done. I already knew you were gonna do it. I was already prepared for the heartache and the headache.
And I was already prepared for this dumbass apology.
You know what I'm saying? And it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Or like the ones that be like, you be like, he come with an apology, friend. She come with an apology. For what? I'm sorry. I already knew what you was gonna apologize about. Didn't know when it was coming.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you think it's a game. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, when somebody feel like they're some bullshit, some shiesty shit, whether it's in business or like a personal relationship, we'll find you out quick.
Not a game.
In your head.
Yeah.
And I be telling people, lately we've been trying to be better about that.
We've been
trying to be better about it because that's a cheat sheet, and it just be like, you know, sometimes it can take away from life experiences if you just rely on that.
Yeah, for real though, you gotta chill sometimes. But if I feel like it, and if I feel like I need to, and if the ancestors whisper to me one time, I'm on it.
Yeah.
This is what it is. I'm a check. So that's a big part of my self care.
Yeah.
Connection to my ancestors, my spirit team, and God.
Absolutely.
And my cards and my crystals, and I'm just outside.
So what's the vibe y'all get from us? Like, do y'all get a vibe like do we seem like low down or we try to get over?
Low down.
Not low down.
Low down.
I don't get low down. You have very peaceful energy. You really laid back.
Yeah.
Now you definitely give that you can sit at the table with us and laugh at us, and you might be chilling just like that, but your ass will be laughing life up.
And I feel like you're
Ain't gonna know none of the jokes. Ain't gonna know nothing we talking about, but y'all stupid as hell.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, you like you sit with us. I mean, you got a good vibe too. I mean, even though you call me Mexican and you tried to say that we were crazy for one entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Other than that, though,
Hold on. I ain't say that. I ain't say that now. I'm just saying they rare men. Like, you get what I'm saying?
it's not as rare as you think. It's not as rare as you think.
I get successful entrepreneurs like this.
Not as rare as you think either.
So,
Because what success might look like to you
Could be different.
and to me
It's two
is different.
things.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not as rare as you think. Especially at this day and age. People are our age, like those millennials, we're starting to realize that's the best thing.
who is that?
Yeah. Helpful.
I use a smash with
Did you do it?
Got him. Okay, got him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but it's not as rare as you think. Like, people are really starting to take that initiative. Like, our generation ain't going for what our parents went through. A lot of them ain't. Like, you know, you might not have noticed it or haven't met enough people, but I'm literally watching every one of my homeboys go to business for themselves.
Yeah.
Whether it's a success or it's not. I've seen some business be a success, a major success, and watch my girls grind for that. You know what I'm saying? And they keeping that because of the grind. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go through it to keep it, and I'm watching that. But I've also watched a lot of my friends, man and female, where it doesn't go as well, but doesn't make them not want to keep going. You know what I mean? They'll find something until they find what their little niche is, but that's the way.
Yeah.
Ownership, going to business for yourself, that's the way.
That's the way.
You got to get on that.
As long as you work for somebody else, you're going to always have to answer to somebody else. Somebody going to always be in charge or looking over your livelihood. And
controlling your dollar.
Yeah, controlling your livelihood and your dollar. And for me, at this point, I'm so uncomfortable with that. I am uncomfortable with these corporations, these people, just being able to just take my money.
But we need workers too. You
I mean, we do. We do, but we gotta start doing our own shit though.
But there's people like him that feel like that ain't normal.
Yeah.
So that's the people I hire. Go ahead, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Go ahead and be my play. I'm gonna treat you right. I'm gonna do right by you.
But
And not everybody has that discipline
yeah.
to even do. Because Dame Dash said it best, and I love to listen to Dame Dash.
She is
Dame
so
Dash is that
fucking
man.
intelligent.
Say what you want about him, but he is. He said that he was like, go through it, sleep on the floor, let your lights get cut
sleep in the
off.
car.
You know, starve. Go through it, but as long as you know that you're putting that investment into something that makes sense.
Yeah, because we definitely step outside for this music.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely went through that. You get what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to go through the month. Not everybody. People are afraid to be uncomfortable
Be
for a little bit.
uncomfortable, yeah.
So that you're only uncomfortable for a little
while,
bit,
yeah.
so you can be comfortable
But in the long
forever.
run,
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ain't gonna do that. A lot of people ain't gonna stick to it. They'll start the grind and get too hot in that kitchen, boy. You better go out for there.
Yeah.
And they never come back in the kitchen, boy. They find somewhere else to go. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I ain't that. Put me in the pressure cooker, baby. I'm cooking.
Facts.
Yeah, the first business I started it failed like within like a month. So I mean,
And it shouldn't deter you from wanting to do another one. Maybe that wasn't your
Okay.
niche. You know what I'm saying? You find something else. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
billionaires, they said they won't do business with somebody unless they had like 3 businesses
That failed.
Yeah, because that's how you know you're still going. You're still gonna try it no matter
Yeah.
what happens to it. That was your vision. You implemented it. You brought it to fruition.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but guess what? You got another vision and another vision.
Yeah.
And another vision. Guess what? One of them
The
visions
grind don't
is
stop.
it's gonna work the fuck out. Period. That's
The
how I
grind
feel.
definitely don't
The
stop.
grind don't stop just because something fails. You know what I'm saying? It fails because you gotta know what you did wrong so you can make it not fail the next time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
They only fail when you stop trying.
And there you go. And there you
I
go.
agree with that.
And there you go. Like a lot of people don't have that discipline to want to go through it. A lot of people rather go ahead and be a worker. Like I told you, my mother earlier,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful career in radio, almost 20 years. You know what I mean? Don't have a lot to show for it because you stayed right there where you were. You know what I'm saying? Have all the connects that you could possibly have, but you stayed at being a VJ.
Yeah.
And all you can really say is your experiences and people that you know that you really can't even pick up the phone call right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I spoke to her not long ago and she was like, you used to find you a little job and just, keep that music stuff as a hobby. Girl, bye.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, my music is always going to be priority, but I am aware that even some of the best musicians and some of the best artists have other sources and streams of income, and that's okay, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, and for you to tell me I need to go sit down and get me a little job, that's the most insulting thing you can ever
I
say.
agree with that.
Because I also, she hasn't seen me anymore as often, so she don't really know how I've developed as a woman since then. And I was like, Mama, the goal here is ownership. I'm trying to employ. I'm not trying to be an employee, so I'm sorry, Mama.
I can't do it.
She was just like, what?
Well, there's that.
Sorry, you know, you could be 50, 51, trying to pray for this 401k and these benefits and work till you about 70. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I
The
refuse.
biggest thing for you is gonna be when she see. Like my mom used to be like, "Why are you doing this? You need to do that." My mom, my uncles, and now they calling me like, "Yo, I listened to the show. It was dope." And I'm like, "Thanks, I know." My uncle hit me with it. I went home like 2
Where you from?
times ago. I'm from DC.
Oh, yay. I heard your accent, though.
I'm cracking up. But yeah, I went home and then they were like, "Yeah, you still doing your little." I was like,
You know how they do your little business, your little show, your little stuff.
The big one, not the little one.
Okay,
I said,
thank
there's
you.
nothing little about it.
Period.
Yeah, I have my own office and I'm doing this, I have this, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, okay. And it was still like a play down. But like for them, those same people to be calling me, like talking about what I was talking about on my show or asking me what I'm doing next week and stuff, I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
So your mom, she gonna have to, see
like,
that too.
one of my brothers tried me like that one time. I remember Flotus. He was taking me somewhere a long time ago. He was like, you just need to, this is what you need to do. You just need to get a job. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I was like, because he used to want to be a rapper, and he kind of got deterred, so he never really went for it after that. But I ain't like that. I was like, I know, and I've always known that I'm not meant for no like mediocre life. I'm not content with that shit because I know I'm meant for so much greater. And I told him that shit. I said, I'm not settling for just working for people because I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like being told what to do anyway. I don't like it. So I feel like it's always been in me to just be like, that's cool and all, but like you said, it just don't fit with me.
Definitely jobs are stepping stones and they should be used as such. Because don't forget, this is a corporation. You're probably working for somebody who's sitting somewhere asleep right now. You know what I'm saying? So don't just limit yourself. I'm not saying that working a job or a 9 to 5 is a problem. It's not. But don't waste your time.
And don't
you don't
waste
get
your
that back.
dreams either. You know what I'm saying? They say they give you a paycheck to forget your dreams. Like, don't forget don't forget that little kid in you, that inner child in you that love to do a certain thing. Don't forget that because that's your purpose. That thing that made you happy, that you just love to do, that's what music is for me. Singing has always been that for me. I've always done it. I've always been able to do it. I always want to do it. That's my passion, so I'm going to do it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what to tell anybody else about what they're going to do, but that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've always wanted. So,
ain't nothing to tell nobody else. It's just show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I don't even.
Because you got to understand it's your vision, it's your passion, not theirs. They're not going to see it the way you see it. And you know, after that time I turned Bonita off, but that time she tried me when we first recorded "We," and we kept playing it over and over again. She was just like, y'all just need to stop. Y'all just do it as a hobby. I said, you got me fucked up. And I was already pissed off by a lot of shit. I went off on her and I ain't cuss her out and that's my mama. But I did let her know that's not happening. And I felt offended. I was like, that's not happening. So.
Yeah. Not when we doing these shows, we can get caught the best of the night.
Right.
Not when we doing these shows and we the only ones with the whole crowd just got up. Somebody went out immediately after us. You don't even exist. It's us. You know what I mean? Like they crowd around us. Like not whenever like we submitting these songs to reviews and we getting called. We just got caught the record of the fucking day. Mm-hmm. He said the dude on the podcast review was like he had a record of the day in 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's the reception that we're getting that's letting us know
that we should do this.
Nah, but see, y'all not coming to the shows. Y'all not supporting, not streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're so appalled because we're actually going for our dreams and we're actually trying to chase our dreams and trying to actually be active in it. Where a lot of people, that's crazy to them. When you have a small mind, you don't think like that.
Yeah, you don't think outside the box. Everything is not tangible, like because you can't touch it and it's not, easy accessible right now. It's not going to happen, and that's just not how it works. That's just not how a journey works. It's word of a journey. Like you got to go through things to get to.
We went from being the girls at SAE. We went to engineering school. That's when we met. We went from being the girls in class that never even spoke for real, because all these rappers just come, everybody playing instruments and shit, and we was kind of always real shy. You know what I'm saying? Most of our partners from SAE down to our professors are probably appalled right now.
Right now.
Because we definitely was like, couldn't really write shit that they was doing. We couldn't really hop up. Before it was like we had to tell somebody we made music. Now we walk in the room and it's like without a question. You can't ever deny that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before I felt like I had to prove myself like, why y'all never call on us?
Right,
why y'all put us in the studio?
Period.
Now the DM going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now we get to pick and choose what we want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we seeing the progress. So if anybody try to try me with y'all little music thing, never a little bitch, the big one.
Don't try it. Not the little one, the big one always.
Okay, I want to ask y'all this too, right? Okay, it's a summit coming up, right? Let's put it like that. And basically, it was proof that the guy's a scammer. Like he said, it was. So I said Ugly Money Nietzsche, right? His summit, right? So
it's Ugly Money Nietzsche.
Yeah, he a fat fuck nigga, but
oh my god,
no, we know of them.
Okay,
they robbed us for $40.
Oh
yeah, that was so fucking. I remember that. And then when I tried to get my money back, that nigga said nope. And I said, over $40, bitch.
Over $40.
Never fuck with them again. Never fuck with them
again.
Yeah. And it's so fucked up because we wanted to fuck with them so bad. And when we did that, it was just like, damn. Really $40, bro? You had to give me $40.
Proof that he a fuck nigga again.
The fuck niggas that keep on is not giving.
But yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
I
know, me too. I forgot what the fuck they were.
So he got the summit coming up, and the guy basically, he came on the show because something I said, and then so we went against each other. Then a guy came on and said his summit was a scam. He said it was rigged up to he winning $50K. But people is paying all this money.
Oh, everybody doing that shit in the city. A lot of these niggas doing that shit in the city.
And I recently put the video up, and it's like nobody ain't saying shit. But when we was going against each other, they all on his post. Oh yeah, you real? Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the money's real.
Yeah, they were saying that shit, but then when I post proof that he a scammer type nigga, ain't nobody saying shit.
That's crazy.
That's because
and people still posting like, yeah, I'm going
they live in the
summit. That's why. And I'm like, nigga, it's proof that the shit is a scam. I don't understand like why people still try to fuck with people knowing.
Because it gotta happen to them. It gotta happen to them.
Yeah.
Those are people who gotta learn the hard way.
And most of those, if for anybody, any artist out there moving, anybody that's moving in this industry, 9 times out of 10 they give all these little prizes and shit out. They usually already got.
Usually already
got. Who's gonna win? They're gonna make you pay $50 or $100 to submit. They're gonna cash out on you. Really, you just paid homeboy shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like $1,500 to get on them.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Just for you to barely listen to me perform, or you know what I'm saying? Because you already know who gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? We did that a few times in the city where we done put some bread up because we just knew. Then we know it's rigged by who won.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you got that ear sore up there winning over us when we had the crowd rocking. We the only ones that every time I told them to holler, they was hollering. I told them folks to jump, they was jumping.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody had this crowd control. Homeboy don't even look like shit. But that had to be your boys. There's no, that had to be.
No way.
There ain't no way. There ain't no way. And after having that disappointment a few times, you waiting all night, sit through all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we go on stage. Nobody can leave. Otherwise, you disqualified. You do all that just to keep bodies in the building. You know what I'm saying? And just to hype it up for when your man's win. You get what I mean? It'd be a big ass scam. That's why when it comes to that type of shit, I don't even be.
Yeah, because that's.
You gonna give me 50K, you gonna give it to me.
Okay, regardless.
If you ain't, then oh well. Why I got to give you 1,500 for you to give me that?
Yeah.
You fucking with me, you gonna give it to me.
The guy who was it was rigged for. He got the 50K, but he had to give it back when the cameras went off.
See, shut it off.
No, throw the whole experience away. You just throw it all away.
Everybody's time.
You wasted everybody's time. Why am I
And
here?
I'm going on TikTok and I'm gonna tell people
Yes.
that I had to give it back.
Why am I giving money back?
Okay.
You ain't getting this
You
50K
ain't getting
back.
it back, baby. I'm sorry, you have to chase me down.
Don't do the race.
Okay.
Do the race.
Last time I think I won
Race,
it, I earned it by
Deuces.
that's redonk.
Oh my God, it's Kanye West. Where?
What? Oh my gosh, Britney Spears.
Where? Bitch, it's Tupac.
It's the Spice Girls.
They watch too many movies. They're funny.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
You better not ever try me
You
like
bet
that.
not ever. Because you try to hype like that. You try to hype like that. You finna be mad.
You finna be real hurt. You finna be out of 50K, baby.
You finna be like, grass is grass, and I'm a mower.
Look.
It was a lot of girls saying basically to get his services they have to fuck and like that was
Ugly.
put out there too.
Money.
You are trying it.
Nietzsche.
Who do you think you are? Whom? Wait, whom do you think you are?
Ugly.
Look, you're
Money.
That's your little. Is it little ugly money or is it money ugly little?
It's
What's his
big
name?
in
What's your name now? See, I don't even know how to say it. You all here disrespecting women and things. But you know, I didn't know.
But you know, it's like that. And we was explaining that to our Uber driver. He was trying to talk us to death when we came here. He was sweet as pie, but we had to go. But when he was asking us, do we have an engineer, have a producer? We like, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And this is me talking about, you know, again, not to bring up my past, but watching my mother in this radio shit as a female. I went through that with my mama just to be just like her when I grew up. I'm talking about my mama, but my mama used to take it to heart. Boy, she used to cry. He was trying to put his hands on me. You know what I mean? Like, whereas me, I expected walking in, you know, and I just hope that you don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's very hard for us to be attractive, to be R&B singers, to sing the shit we singing about. And before we was even doing that, before we could even get in and find an engineer, couldn't even get in the studio when everybody trying to say they dick up with us. So it's just like, as females, we already faced that.
Girl, I got a
So-
great mobile engineer if you ever need one.
We definitely do need one.
You said he pulled his dick out your shit?
No, I mean a lot of men
They
will
do.
try to, yeah.
Because I was watching the fucking interview with Lotto,
Lotto.
and she was saying the same thing.
And
She
everybody
was like,
came for her.
It's so hard, and she was absolutely right. These niggas do not even care if you be talented. They don't even care. All they thinking about is if they can try you like that. That's
Yeah,
it. They can
and in
fuck
my
you. That's it.
experience, as long as and I ain't just get up in this shit yesterday. That's been my biggest issue. When people ask me
Why we not?
why we not where we need to be, I mean, I'm sure if I deal with something a little straight, maybe my shit would be different. You know what I mean? But we ain't sell out. Well, you gotta come with some big money. You want me to sell out like that, boy?
Okay.
Not no 50K and not no ugly money and big
ugly
nugget. I'm not
Hey,
doing
sir,
that.
what's your name?
I ain't doing none of that. You ain't finna be telling nobody
name
that
he
shit.
get me.
Don't you ain't finna be telling nobody you slugging me out.
Okay,
I'll go here and
period.
thug this shit in the mud till I get about
You
this
ain't
bitch.
never lied.
Before you ever gonna sit here and tell nobody you degraded
You
me,
can't
bitch.
nobody ever say that.
Can't nobody ever say that. I'm on that your Miami time. That's the only way that shit going.
Okay.
And I don't even know how she doing it.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out.
You know what I mean? Like, other than
height.
that, none of you motherfuckers, you gonna fuck me and get the fuck on. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? You ain't doing shit for me. And then fucking me is the only way we gonna get some money. I don't need to get no money, but you know it. Because your head is in the wrong fucking place.
Okay, you ain't focused on the coin.
No. If you don't see the bag that I am, the walking bag that I am, and all you want to do is fuck nigga, then I don't need to be working with you no way.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I get niggas. I don't need
Yeah,
you.
I don't need
You
you.
know what I mean? I don't need it. And I get opportunity too. Don't need yours.
Yeah.
So ugly money, McFlurry, little
ugly
bow wow,
money,
you just don't know. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Come over Steve.
Comb over Steve. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
I
Don't
don't
try me
know.
like that. Respect my craft, because you over here trying to fuck little Tyrone. When you walk up here with the bars. He
Okay.
come in here talking about how he on 5 days and fucking 4 bitches, got $1 million in the bank, ain't got no pussy in years,
Okay.
walking, ain't got no money, but you pushing that.
That's you. That is the fire's rap song I heard.
Ask little Tyrone if he gonna suck your dick. And I'm gonna
I
see
need to
why
know
the fuck you feel you try
the
me like
response to
that.
that.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
because
My
we're
artistry-
women, we can't even get taken seriously.
My artistry,
If we're
I'm
not.
just as serious about my artistry, and I'm gonna show up with some money.
Mhm.
So I don't know why you feel like you got to cross me like that.
Yeah.
You know, I can see if I was asking for a handout. No, I'm coming correct. You come correct.
You might be fucking them male artists, man, because they be some
We
whole
was
ass
just talking
niggas
about
over there.
They be Bati boys on the low.
Yeah,
They be Bati boys on the low.
Let me tell you, and my gaydar ain't never off, so baby, I be knowing. My gaydar is literally always on point. I be like, ooh, you got this sugar, that tank, hey babe, let's talk about it. I want to know because I be knowing. I be like, oh, I know.
Yeah, a lot of these industry boys are, and a lot of them is getting off those fetishes and those those hidden inhibitions
because
they see the hunger in a lot of these young boys out here. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be surprised what a young man that ain't never had shit would do
for that.
when a nigga that seemed like he got it all. That's all he has to do this on the low. We will keep it between us. You know he ain't gonna say nothing because he got a reputation to uphold, and you ain't finna say shit.
So yeah,
that's why we got people like Tevin Campbell walking around here fucked up.
confused.
You know what I'm
Fucked
saying?
up.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of artists that have that story. You know what I'm saying?
Plenty people did, right?
No, he is not, and let's not overlook him. Never does. He just sung with somebody. He was thinking, "Can we talk?"
He was. And was he on a Versus? Was he on a Versus?
No, he wasn't. But no.
Oh, was Jesse Powell?
Jesse Powell died?
It's somebody dead.
I think Jesse
this
Powell
ain't
did
it.
die. I don't know.
I got him mixed up, but that's what I thought.
No, Tevin Campbell is still asking why can we talk. He's still walking around asking.
Can we talk? He's inquiring.
They're a mess. A mess.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we needed this energy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we
The
did.
truth. You know, a lot of people talk around shit, walk around shit, so
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all spoke
Oh
up.
my
Like
god.
that fat hoe ass nigga.
Oh, what his name was Lil Ugly Money? No, that was it right that time? Still no? Okay. Sorry to this man. You could be walking in the street, I still wouldn't know his name.
No, yeah, he stole $40 from us. I'll never forget him because my homegirl put me on to him from the club, just trying to be helpful. And she's like, he do music reviews all the time. And then we did a music review with them, and they said we was dope. I sat there and listened to all the bullshit that they had going on. And then he tried to say we weren't original because we used a Chris Brown melody, not the words,
but the melody.
But the melody, we were not original. So therefore, he wasn't fucking with our track. But I'm talking, we had the best mix, the best vibe. You know what I'm saying? But they were weird. But then, like, but the nigga still followed us and everything. It was Real Stan, the man, whatever his name is, and he seemed really cool or whatever. But then they did another music review where it was the actual fat guy. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, $40 is nothing. You know what I'm saying? She sent me 20, I put 20 in, whatever. He got the 40. And then he was on the live for a little bit and was telling people to submit their shit, and then clocked out. No more live. I ain't no telling how many people spent their little money in. Like,
Terrible.
But I'm
And
saying they do it because ain't nobody beating this motherfucking ass. Like, niggas do that shit and, like, they'll scam 100 people and nobody do shit. So,
yeah,
they don't keep doing it.
Because people are really going hard for their shit, and the fact that you can just do that with a clear conscience is fucked up, and you're a terrible human. Love the money.
People still sign up. They gonna hear this story and be like, I'm still performing at the Ugly Money Music Summit. So that's just how it goes.
That's how it be though. That's exactly how it be. It's kind of like whenever like people be like, no shade, don't get me Lord. It's kind of like when people just be like, you know, I had a friend recently that was like, if I could sign to any label, it'd be Bad Boy. I love Bad Boy.
Why you would do that?
And I'm looking like,
look at the history?
And he felt like he could be just that different person that changed the narrative, and I'm like,
I feel like you just walk into another.
I mean, we talk about generations of that.
I mean, generation after generation after generation.
You know what I mean? Niggas, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why you would want. I'm not gonna deter you. You know what I mean? But do your homework.
Do your homework
on that
baby.
situation.
That ain't it.
You know what I mean? Because everybody that we've heard have been great talents. They have.
I mean, phenomenal.
He knows how to stop them motherfuckers, but. Where are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they? Like, a lot of them still trying to come back from a lot of the shit they went through with that shit. You know what I'm saying? We watched the whole damn Became.
We did. That's one of my favorite girl groups. So, like,
I've been playing.
I love
them. Yes, Mafia is the jam. Right Now is the jam.
Right Now? That shit came out the other day. I was like, that beat, yes. So,
yeah, but like, you know, but like you said, there's people that really still feel like, I won't be that person. Diddy won't do that to me. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm seeing the end of result of these people's careers. A lot of them don't go on to release no music anymore.
Yeah, they had.
You know what I'm saying?
They only had 2 albums. They sold out. They sold millions and millions of music copies. He's still been changing.
Had the TV show. Everybody went crazy. We all wanted to be one of them. We all wanted to be with them. You know what I mean? And then they gone.
Watch the whole journey and everything, only for you to just.
I was crying when I found out they
Me
broke
too.
up. I was crying.
Every group, I was like, are you kidding?
So yeah, but you have people that really just be like, they feel like they can change that narrative, and it's like after all the things you've seen go down,
like,
you still want to sign up for that shit.
About creating your own. That's everything that I'm all about. Like,
your own shit.
I'm tired of that whole industry itself.
Because it's all nasty. You need to be that. Honestly, that shit need to be cleared the fuck. They need the biggest stage stick of the planet.
I mean,
to clear that shit out.
There, but
that's what I'm saying. But it need to be a new type of
stuff
like a new type of shit. Because the way they do shit anyway is just wrong on
Absolutely.
a human level. On spiritual level, because when the music industry is so much spiritual warfare, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It just is. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you said, it just needs to be another avenue for people who don't want to sell out, people who don't want to fucking do all these download things to make their dream come true, because they know that's the only way.
People aren't, like, we see them in this light because we don't change the channel. Like, you're only watching this channel.
Yeah.
How many people are rich and wealthy and famous that we never even seen on BET?
I show you all the time.
Yeah.
I showed her this whole group. Their name is it's RBD, and it's abbreviation for Rebelde, which translates to rebel. And they had I had a soap opera when we were kids, and they're a Mexican group, but it's 6 of them, 3 boys, 3 girls. These people have been nominated for Latin Grammys. They have traveled the world, sold out millions and millions and millions of records. One of them, he's on Ozark. He's a Mexican dude on Ozark. You ever watched Ozark? He's on there now. But I was telling her, I was like, these motherfuckers walking down the street, you wouldn't know a thing. You wouldn't know a thing. They could walk around Atlanta, and unless you're Hispanic and you know them, or Hispanic, or from like the South American regions. Everybody in the South American region is Latino or speaks Spanish. But they even went on to make English album and Portuguese albums. Even with the American singing album, they want MTV too. But it's like, that's a whole fan base. I just sat there and showed her them in Brazil, them in everywhere.
I had no idea.
Crazy. I'm about, they going crazy. Like they 6 Michael Jacksons up there. And I'm like, that was crazy because I had B2K and I had them. That was my switch. But I was like, yo, you didn't even know they existed. Now she loves them. But she was like, bro, they're like a pop rock kind of thing in Spanish. But I was like, it's amazing how they have millions of views. You wouldn't know a fucking thing.
Did you study like how they got to where they got, or?
Well, I mean, I know that for them, they were at the right place at the right time. With them, they did a soap opera, and they happened to be nice, good-looking kids. They were all different, 3 girls, 3 boys, and they did it on the show as like just as the show. But the song went crazy. So their first video was a bunch of clips from the show, went bananas. So then they dropped the album, Bananas. That turned into like 6 albums. Like they ran from 2005. It's like 2004 to 2009. Had an incredible career. And they all went off to be leading ladies and actors. Like I said, homeboy, he's in fucking Ozark now. He transitioned to American film. Some of them are just doing like their writing still. One of them, she's like one of the biggest faces in novellas, like Spanish telenovelas. Like that's a big thing. When you're a leading lady, you always get leading lady. She's making that guap. And she was the one you really didn't expect to do nothing for real. Like not on that degree, but they all kind of branched out. But they just so happened to be, because they all have been working since they were kids, but never had reached that success. They were just kind of like in the right place at the right time, and it just worked out for them. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing too. That's why you can't shy from opportunities. Because you get missed out.
Stop trying to jump in a saturated market.
Absolutely.
Like, do a show in Macon. Do a show in.
We working on it.
We working on it. We working on shows elsewhere at this point.
You ain't gotta go to Alabama. It's like 2 hours away.
Yes.
You don't have to go to Atlanta. Everybody want to be in Atlanta.
And everybody want to rap.
Yes.
And they want us to rap.
They want us to rap, but I just, if y'all heard me rap, you would tell me not to.
Me too.
You know, like, it's not even cute. It's not sexy. It's not sexy pushback. It's not. Don't ask me to rap. Don't ask me to rap again. It's because I have locks. I need to rap, but she don't got locks. They want her to rap too.
Yeah, somebody told the other day, why don't y'all just rap? And I'm just like,
be the next Cardi B.
But it's like, why want to be the next? Why can't I just be 17?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Why can't it be the next 17?
Why can't it be the next Yoshi Lee? I mean, come on.
And I don't want to be a rapper, then I gotta come out and be for Megan Thee Stallion and
you know
pick a beef with Nicki Minaj. Oh my gosh, y'all tear me to shreds.
Okay, because you know,
now
she
I
don't
gotta
like
be for
nobody
Glorilla.
else being a rapper on the
I
plane.
love
She the
Cousin
only one to be a
Glorilla.
rapper.
I love Cousin Glorilla. I love Cousin Cardi.
And she won't let us love nobody but her, so we can't.
Let me and Nikki wants you to love
Only
her,
just
and I
only
love
her.
you too. But let me just sing for y'all.
Yeah, please.
I'm the girl that you call when y'all want to sing and y'all can't. Call me.
Call me.
Cause you can call me.
Thank you.
Or I'ma call you.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call him back.
I guess because it's like that's the trend, like the hybrid, like the singing and rapping, like the Lauren, everybody like Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
So it's like the move, I guess.
We just stick to our lane.
I mean, give it to me. We kind of.
Yeah, we kind of
sing for us.
Oh my gosh.
Right now.
Are y'all good though? Like good live singing?
We are. I just my sinuses been fucking with me. All right, what do we want to sing? We know our songs, obviously.
Right.
All right. All right. Boy, when the fuck come get it. Smoking like a blonde, let me hit it. That make me fuck around, come get it. You walk around looking like some lit shit. It's getting real big, dick energy. Can't wait to see your face when you win it. I got a little 40 and some Hennessy. Boy, I ain't fucked in a minute. Say you need it, tell me how. I don't need you tapping out. Hear your body screaming for me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Tell me right now what it's gonna be. What it's gonna give it to me. You gon' give it to me. Come lay me down. You make me sweat. Go ahead, hit it. Oh. I don't wanna fuck, just eat it, eat it. Put in your mind what you eat it, eat it. Yeah, I was like that. Oh shit.
Okay.
Yes,
right. Okay, I'm trying to get a feature.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm cracking up.
They do
serious.
They do it.
right.
They do it. Oh, okay, they do it.
Yes.
She good.
You read it, really?
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Yes, no, for real. I want a feature.
Yeah, you know,
they
I'm
do it.
dead serious. We
Yeah.
only have one feature with another female artist. Abby with the
Abby with
fat.
the fat.
Shouts out to Abby with the
Oh, I
fat.
like her.
Abby with the
Yes.
fatty. We actually have a session with her on Sunday. We have a song with her
Abby
already.
with the fatty.
Yeah, we have a song with her already.
Yeah, she thick.
Yeah,
Abby big.
She's a BBW, but like she's beautifully proportioned. Like I'm talking about hourglass figure.
I
nice
met her
ass
in
on
live,
her,
and then
like,
she ended up
beautiful.
performing at one of my. Remember the show that you came to that I was hosting, and you came with the flower?
Yeah.
Abby with the fatty performed there. I don't remember. if
She
you
likes
were
that
there.
shorty super thick, like.
Oh yeah, okay. I think she performed after Nani, and then y'all might have been gone by the time.
Yeah, she won't do
No, yeah, we have a song with her already. We just gotta go like re-record it because a mess. But we see her on Sunday. Matter of fact, that's the homie for sure. Yeah, so that's the only female feature, and then the only other feature that we have for real is with JK Trizzy. Shout out JK Trizzy,
Grown ass kids.
grown ass kids. He's about the only other feature we have. So yeah, we're always down.
I got songs that I need singers for. 'Cause
Absolutely.
it's like I could do it, but like I really wanted to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Create a different vibe.
Yes, we got each other's info. Tap the
for
fuck
sure.
in. For sure.
And I got the engineer, so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We are in line for another engineer because the engineer we got now be treating us bad.
Oh, yeah.
Mine
She is a redheaded stepchild.
It's the illustrators. Shouts out to the illustrators.
Shouts out to
We
the
love them. Been
illustrators.
working with
Love
him.
them.
Look, been working with Jay Wise for a long time, but he don't love us no more.
He don't like
He
it.
he doing us like Sophia and them.
I feel like he kicking out
He
black
don't love me
asses.
no more.
Kicking out black asses to the curb.
No, that wasn't Sophia. No,
that was
Yvette.
that was Yvette from a baby
That was
boy.
Yvette. Yeah. You don't love me no more.
Oh.
Get me out of here. That's how I feel every
Yeah.
time Jay Wise. I was like, you don't love me no
Y'all
more.
did, y'all start watching movies, huh?
And not even that so much. We just realized we know the same movie.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what it was. We just know. We just.
And we got two other homegirls that's just as bad.
Just they know.
My sister will be locked in with y'all. Look, like my sister get my jokes, but I haven't. It's like at this point I don't have no TV in my mind no more. But like old stuff, like we be here.
Yeah,
with
for
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Most
like-
of it's old shit.
Like you already know Friday.
Friday,
You already know
yeah.
Friday. We have Friday references all day. We be like,
Now why you come over here messing with them people?
right? And she be like, girl, I feel like she was fake as fuck. 'Cause I was like, girl, I'ma call you. She was like,
Okay.
okay. Or I was like, whenever I was at the job, I was like, he be coming to the job and be on my motherfucking face, and girl, I'll be quiet. When he leave, I'll be talking to him again.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
saying. We can call a lot of old movies though.
He said, "You want some of this too, old man?"
No.
That's my shit. No. I be doing that to everybody. No, bitch. I'm out. No.
I was sitting that gift so fast. Or no,
Yes.
it's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early. That's the one. It's too early because it's always too early for all of it.
I'm cracking up.
It's always too early for all
Mine
of
is,
it.
don't you worry, I know somebody like it.
I know somebody. I said it the other day. Don't worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
I'm
I'm
cracking up.
screaming.
Now we gotta watch movies.
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay, do your thing.
Oh, is there anything that we didn't ask y'all about that y'all would like to share with our platform?
I feel like y'all ask amazing questions. I had to think about stuff.
Yeah, I love that. We don't really get too many interviews where they like have a lot of
Probing.
questions.
That's why we
Deep
started.
questions. That's really good. Good for you.
Appreciate
Something that we didn't cover. We are the Hype. Harvesting your personal entity. Hype is an acronym. It stands for Harvest in Your Personal Entity. It's because I harvested my personal entity,
And I harvested mine.
and you should too. You know what I mean? Like I'm 17, and T is a 7.
I'm Yoshi Lee.
And
And the hype is spelled with an I and then a Y. Not I.
next to
then
the
a
Y. Yes.
Thank you.
And it's the Hype.
Yes.
Like a pet name Slickback.
Yeah, you know.
Thank you.
DAHIYPE. you know.
They cute. They do stuff in the house. They like, look, this what we gonna say. Listen.
And a lot of times,
Yeah,
right here.
yeah, we don't do that.
People call us Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah,
sister, like we just be tapped in.
Yeah, cute.
Okay, literally, it's no pressure, man. And I guess we're gonna see y'all next week, and we out.
Yay! Thanks for having us. Y'all are great.
You guys were amazing. I'm so glad that we came.